Ping.
And we are live. Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. What is it? 4:30. Afternoon. Still afternoon. Welcome to possibly the last playthrough of the day. I'm joined by Paul, another Paul, not the Paul that was here earlier, another one, and Fraser.
Hi.
We're going to be playing Crossing Oceans. So a few things before we start. I say Crossing Oceans. There you go. Crossing Oceans. This is a new game from PD Verlag, who kindly gave me a review copy of this game. It was originally known as Transatlantic 2 because it is an improved version of Transatlantic. At least I hope it's an improved version. I was fairly critical on Transatlantic. I did a review of it a few years ago and really didn't like it at all. The game had lots of problems. This, I believe, is a fixed version of it. But just before we start, a few things. First of all, this is not a sponsored video, so it's going to be very rough. In fact, none of us know how to play. We are going to be learning how to play the game from the rule book at the start of this video, and then we're going to be playing it. So because it's not sponsored, we can say what we like about the game, whether we like it, we don't like it, we can be completely honest about it. So a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. If you like the content that I create and you want to support the channel, patreon.com/gaming rules. But also I did want to give a shout out to Mike Dennis from Ready Steady Play. Mike is doing a 24-hour stream himself over on his own channel at the moment, Ready Steady Play. And he's doing it to raise money for the World Kitchen. Helping people around the world. All of my advertising revenue, not just from this video, but for all of last month, is all going to the charity that Mike's supporting at the moment. So if you're interested in that, thank you very much, Brett, for putting the link in there. Head on over to Mike's channel, head on over to his donation page, and if you are in a position to be able to donate any money, then go and support Mike and what he's doing. Thank you very much for that. Right, so you've played Transatlantic, you were saying.
A while ago.
Same time I probably played it. You've not played
I
Transatlantic?
don't think I've played either, no.
Have you played any Mac Gertz games with a rondel?
I don't necessarily
Imperial,
think so.
Navigador.
No.
Concordia?
No, Concordia doesn't.
No.
No, it doesn't have Randall.
The only vaguely shippy game I can remember is Panamax.
Not that one. No,
So
that
there
one.
you go.
Right.
That's-
Okay. So it's got a rondel. We'll explain how that works. So we haven't even finished the setup. What we have done is we've placed the board in the middle of the table. That's the German one. English. Place the board in the middle of the table. The board is two-sided. The other side is a more map-looking map. But for the purposes of the stream, I felt this one probably looked better. We have got blue ribbons, which are these. Okay, so there are 16 of those. We have coal piers. So that's got to be these. They go on North America. Ah, right. Okay. So, yeah, there's actually icons here to show where they go. So they go on North America. Blue ribbons, not the biscuit, unfortunately.
I mean, presumably you could replace the pieces
We
with
could with blue ribbon biscuits. Contracts on Africa. Yeah, those. I was getting my geography mixed up there. Trade tokens on South America, which is the 16 white, 16 green, and 16 red. So these.
And we're not playing South America.
But we're
anyway.
not playing South America in the 3-player game. You turn over this, and these are not available in the 3-player game, which is good because we're covering up the whole thing with these. So these are trade contracts. Coal on Europe. So that's those 40 coal cubes. We'll just put them there. And the banknotes separated by value on Asia. Right. We have red flags next to the ship market. So not red flags. All the flags next to the ship market as a common supply. Okay, so it's up there.
Okay.
So those are the flags. Right, the next thing we did is we sorted all of the ships in the game into 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The zeros have been set aside. The 1s to 9s are placed there. They're supposed to all be in one stack, but it was a bit too high, so we've split them. And then we've dealt out the first 6 there. Then we placed the starting ships on the game board. So we've got some starting ships on the game board. And as I mentioned, in a 3-player game, we flipped that one over to say that this is not available. Afterwards, place a red lantern on each ship that has not been turned on its back in the 3 to 5 regions which are in play. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if we're going to need the rest of those. Right. That's where we got to before we started. So, paper money. Yes. Well, it's really nice. It's very thick. It's more like thin card or thick paper.
It's kind of like magazine fronting.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. Right, next. Choose your colour. Take your set of components. 10 captains. 7 trade houses. That's these. So the meeples are the captains. The buildings are the trade houses. The player board. We start with $150. So we're going to need to put money on camera somewhere. So if we put ours there, you put yours there, put yours there. As long as people can see it. They're pounds.
They're pounds.
Sorry, pounds. £150. And a player aid. So there's a player aid that's included in the game, which is two-sided. I'll use the English side. Right. Starting money, £150 and 1 contract. Now, I don't know which contract. So these are the contracts. Wait a minute. That should be there. I don't know which contract we start with. It just says £150 and 1 contract. Oh, sorry, it's these. These are contracts. So everybody starts with one of those. I'm going to put mine there. Right. Then there is a thing that says multicoloured flag for your clipper on the game board. Which makes no sense. There's just a random icon with some random text that I don't understand what it means. Matching flag for your starting steamship, in this case white for the Atlantic. Are all the player boards the same? They are.
Yeah.
So
We've got white with a red star.
I think this is just explaining some of the iconography in the game, maybe. Which is a little unusual. So whenever you see an icon with the 4 different colours with a question mark in it, it means your clipper on the game board. I can't see that icon anywhere except in the rule book, and it's a bit weird. If you see an actual flag like that, it means matching flag for your starting steamship, which again still doesn't make any sense to me. I
think it might mean that specific flag, depending which one is on.
There's that icon.
Oh yeah, okay.
There's multicoloured flag for your clipper on the game board. No, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, personal supply of 8 captains and 7 houses in your colour at the start of the game. 1 captain is on your clipper, step 8, and 1 captain is on the rondelle, step 10. I think what's happening is I'm reading this in order, and I'm reading bits here that haven't been explained yet.
Are you meant to have read it like a
double
page?
No, because there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's just, Anyway, step 7. Shuffle the 5 steamships with a 0 on the back. If you want to give them a shuffle. And then each player draws 1 ship from this stack. Place this ship in your personal supply off board. Right. Yeah. So we're going to need... So let's get rid of these. We don't need those there. We can put these here. If you want to line up your ships, your side of the game board.
Yeah. So the 2 left over presumably go back.
Yeah.
Well, probably in the box, I imagine. But okay.
Thor's going to be wailing. If you're wondering what the baby crying noise in the background, it's Thor, because our cat's just been shut in and he doesn't like it. He always wails about this time. Yeah. So sad. Right. So. Shuffle the 5 steamships with a 0 on the right. Each player gets 1. Place this steamship in your personal supply off board and take 1 matching flag from the common supply.
Yeah.
And
so, that's the one it was talking about.
Yeah.
So matching flag. I've got one of those. You've got one of those.
Yeah.
Right. And place it next to your player board. Right. Okay. Then place the remaining ships with a 0 on the back, openly on the docks. Either 1, 2, or 3 ships, depending on player count. Place these ships in the matching flag spots of the docks. Docks. Now take ownership of a clipper on the world map by placing one of your captains on that ship and taking a multicoloured flag. Right. There we go. Multicoloured flags. Right, yeah. Makes sense now. That's what you start with. The player that drew the oldest ship during step 7, so mine's 1872.
Mine's 1870.
74. For you.
Yours is the oldest.
Yeah.
So you take ownership of the Cutty Sark in Sydney, down here. And the player that owns the second oldest steamship takes the second youngest clipper, the Thermopylae. Is that me?
I think so, yeah.
And then in a 3-player game, the player that owns the third oldest steamship takes the third youngest clipper, the Leander, in Yokohama. Scotia is neutral and can never be owned by a player. So you take a multicoloured flag.
Yeah.
Right. So now going back to what it said, you start the game with a multicoloured flag for your clipper on the game board, yeah, and a matching flag for your starting steamship, which is there. Right, that makes more sense now. Next, 9. Distribute the flags. Place one matching flag on each ship on the docks and the ship market. So that's up there. So, got that one. That one. You all right doing that, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
Each player should now already have one multicoloured flag for their clipper and one matching flag for their steamship next to their player board. Yes. Step 10. Place one captain for each player in the centre of the rondel. Right, that's it. Done. And one thing that PD Verlag do is they have their setup sheets as a separate thing. It's a bit unusual, but it kind of works. Right, Crossing Oceans. Off we go. Set up the game as described on the separate game setup. The owner of the Cutty Sark is the starting player. Play continues in a clockwise direction from the starting player. Each player's turn consists of the following 3 phases. You, 1, either place a ship on the game board or take a contract. Step 2, optional, use one or more of your contracts. And step 3, move to a new action spot on the rondel and carry out its action. Right. So the rondel has 8 action spots, but the ship's one is on there twice. Every other action is unique. The ship's action is where you buy new steamships, and later in the game you can buy headquarters. So presumably there are some headquarters shuffled into those stacks. The ships are the main element of the game. You will need them to receive income with the other actions except for coal. Ships are also essential for your end of game scoring. Each ship is linked to a flag. These flags score points at the end of the game according to the build-up of your player board. So the more you get of a particular type, I guess, points down the side. The 3 actions, region, fleet, and cargo, can help you with your cash flow. The blue ribbon action gives you additionally a blue ribbon for the build-up of your player board, which is there down there. The house action grants you a small income and a trade and a trade house in one of your ports, as well as a trade token that you can use to build up the 3 rightmost columns of your player board. The steamships action generates income in serving their lines and uses up coal to do so. And the coal action loads coal onto your steamships and can take coal piers from your black column of your player board. Right, I'm sure this will all make more sense when we start playing. This is an overview of the game. When the stack of ships runs empty, that's when the end of the game. So we're going to play through all of that. And when the stack is run out, the end of the game is triggered. At the end of the game, you score points. Even though you score some points for money, built trade houses and captains at sea, the most points are scored by having the right combination of flags and the build-up of your player board. Take care that you advance the value of flags that you collect, and also collect those ships with the flags of which you are increasing the value. Right, so there's 5 flags. And basically, I think what you're going to be doing is you're putting things on here. And if you put loads of things on here, then all flags you have of that type are worth that many points at the end. So what it's saying is, advance the one for the thing that you've got the most flags of, and or the other way around. Right, next. Game turn. Step 1. Either place a ship or take a contract. If you want to place a ship, each ocean region on the board contains 2 to 4 ports, and each port is linked to a ship spot. Remember, we're not using this area here. The ships mark a regular line between this port and a port in Europe. Oh yeah, that's all of these lines, I think. Each port may only be served by one single ship. The oldest ship in a region will always be marked by a red lantern token. Right, so the red lantern means that is currently the oldest ship in that region. So to do this, you take one ship from your personal supply and place it on a ship spot of the game board. If there are any empty spots in the chosen region, you must choose one of these empty spots. If each spot already contains a ship, you must replace the oldest ship of the region, and replacing is only possible if your ship is younger than the ship that you're replacing. Right. If you do that, you take one captain of your colour from your personal supply and one coal from the common supply, and you put it on your placed ship. Clippers, which are the sailing boats until 1869, do not receive a coal. So does that receive a coal? I guess that's 1872.
Yeah.
No.
But I think
69.
yeah,
Oh,
those
there's
are
an
the ones that are on the board.
There's an
already,
icon on it
basically.
to say no
Yeah.
coal. Right, okay. So there you go, a bit of historical information for you. If you replace a ship, then you remove any coal on the replaced ship and put it back in the common supply. Give the replaced ship and its captain back to its owner. It can be used again if there is a legal placement for it. If the neutral Scotia is replaced, it is removed from play. And then you mark the oldest ship with the red lantern. So it's always marking the oldest ship in that region. Right. If you cannot or don't want to place a ship, take one contract from the common supply. Contracts are unlimited. If they run out, use something else. Use bits of Lego or whatever. So, who's going first? Paul. Do you want to do step one? Do you want to place a ship, or do you want to take a contract? We've no idea what contracts do. So
we're not going to find out beforehand.
So take your ship.
You don't want to tell me.
Nah.
Oh.
Well, that means spending an hour reading the rules.
Oh, I see. That's fine. We'll grow into the game.
We'll learn as we're going.
Absolutely. So I'm going to place a ship.
So
I can place it
you
anywhere.
can put it any region. That region is currently not full.
Let's go over to North
Is
America.
that is North America, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's actually got 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
it's
says
two
each
to
ocean
4.
region has 2 to 4. So you put it there.
I'm gonna do that.
You're allowed to put it there.
I am.
You put a captain on it,
Right, okay.
and you put a coal on it.
Always a good idea.
That is that action.
That's it. That's it.
There you go.
That was it.
Well, so that's the first thing that you do on your turn. Second thing, use contracts. Now you do start the game with one contract. So at this point, you can exchange, this is optional, any number of contracts with the bank for money, coal and trade houses, or for extra steps on the rondel. So this is printed. So these are the 3 steps. You either place a ship or take a contract. So now with this bit. So you can spend one contract to get 20 quid, or take a coal from the supply and put it on one of your ships.
How many coal can my ship hold?
I seem to remember in Transatlantic there was a limit,
Yeah.
but I've not seen that here yet.
Okay.
Or you can move more than 3 steps on the rondel, which will be explained next. Alternatively, you can spend 2 contracts, but to do this, you have to have a ship in a port that doesn't have a trading house. So you could, if you had 2 contracts, you have a ship here, you could do this. It is pay 2 contracts, build 1 trade house in a port with one of your ships, and take a green, red, or white trade marker for your player board. Carry out steps 2 and 3 that are explained in detail for the house action of the rondel. Contrary to the action of the rondel, your ship doesn't... Right, okay, so stuff happens. You don't have 2 contracts. So the question is, do you want to do one of those 3 things?
Well, having learned that, I'm gonna do the other thing. I'm gonna take that off.
Okay, that's fine. You take a contract
I'm gonna take
instead.
a contract because I want the 2 contracts to lay because I'm sure those houses are going to be valuable.
And is that what you now want to do?
That is what yes.
Okay.
That is what I now want
So
to
you
do.
pay 2 contracts, you place a house here.
There's me 2 contracts. Place a house. And it does something.
Yeah, so you pay 2 contracts, build a trade house in a port with one of your ships, and then take either a green, red, or white trade marker for your player board.
Give me a white.
Okay, so that's those.
Let's have a white one.
Right. And then carry out steps 2 and 3 of the house action. So we need to skip ahead to the house action. which says designate one port to which you want to build a trade house. We've done that. So normally the house action has a step 1, but we're going to skip that. So place a trade house. Place a trade house in your colour next to the port icon. If there are already trade houses of other players, you have to pay 30 quid directly to each of them. And then take a trade token of your choice, red, green or white, and place it on your player board in the matching column on the topmost empty spot. If this spot has a listed cost, pay it to the bank. So you have to pay to place tokens on these spaces. So by you putting that there, I think all of your
White ships.
your what flag's that?
Red star.
That's the red star.
The red star. It's not a flag, is it? It's not a real one.
Well, I don't know.
thinking
If
China.
Red Star liners might use their own flag. If
Okay.
it's
Yeah, I
So
didn't
it's
know
the
whether it was
flag
a
for the-
country. It's
The
not.
company, perhaps.
Yeah. So anyway, all flags you have of that type, I think, are worth 5 points at the end of the game. I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen anything to say that you can't have more than one trade house in a location, but I assume that that's a rule. And you cannot already have a trade house in this port. Yeah, there you go. Right. So that was that.
Mm-hmm.
You've now got this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you said something about the house.
That was the house
That was
action,
it, that was
which
that.
was put it on the board and take a token, basically.
What about take income?
You don't do that. That's step 1 of the house action.
You do place.
And when you do that, you do the house action, but you'd skip step 1. So, next.
Okay.
The Rondel. The Rondel has 8 action spots that the captains of the players walk through in a clockwise direction. Captains do not block spots, so you can go on the same space as somebody else. In the very first turn, you can choose any of the actions. But on future turns, you move 1, 2, or 3 steps in a clockwise direction. If you've paid a contract here, then you can move further than 3 steps. You can never stay in the same spot or move forwards so that you arrive at the same spot you left. Okay, so yeah, you can't stay where you are, and you also can't go all the way around and do the same thing again. But you can go from ships to ships. That's allowed. So the different actions, in summary, without reading all of this, are the ships is buy ships. You buy ships from the ship market and or the docks
Per headquarters.
or headquarters. The slash means or in this
Right.
in this game. So some headquarters will come out later. You pay the cost listed on the price on the ship and the extra cost listed for the current position, as you can see here. It looks like these are in the dock, so it looks like they're already the listed price. Take all the ships you bought with their flags and place them in your personal supply, and you take the flags and you put them here. Okay, so the flag is literally just, it comes off the ship and it goes here. And then you'll fill the ship market with new ships. The ship market receives 3 new ships, independent of whether you bought 1, 2, or 3. To make room for them, you must move all remaining ships of the ship market to the left until there are 3 empty spots to the right. If they move beyond position 1, they go to the docks. So even if you just buy 1, everything shuffles down 3. So it's always 3 new ones that come out each time. That's the buying ships action. In summary,
Well,
right?
let's do that.
You're going to do that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, sure.
Can you put me on the ships which is near you?
You are yellow.
Yep.
You go on the ships action, so you can buy up to 3
to 3
ships
ships.
from the ship market and or the docks.
And all the books. And the cost is.
Printed on the ship, modified by the price if it's in the market.
That's 50.
So if you want one of those, if you want that one,
Well, I'll have that one because he's got no
That's 50 quid.
modifier. That's 50 quid. We'll have this one as well.
so that's another 60 quid.
Yep.
So £110.
110.
Bargain.
Oh,
Does actually have 1,000 written in small writing next to it, so
Hmm?
to try and make it a bit.
It's
more
not just £100, it's £100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. £14 million. I'm going to get rid of that, actually. We don't need that. That's there. Right. So that is the buy ships action. We now have to slide down so that there are 3 empty slots. So that goes there,
3. Okay.
and that goes there. Now, I don't know what happens if you put one here when there's already one there. if they're in the docks, there is only enough room for one single ship of each flag colour. So if there's already a ship, you must remove that ship from play and put the new one in. It dumps it out. Right, so we get 3 more from there, and then we put flags on them. The artwork is gorgeous. I will say the artwork on these ships is really nice. And the graphic design is certainly nowhere as near as bad as it was in the previous one. I think in the previous one, these were just solid colours.
All right.
And there was like a red, there was a green, there was a brown. They were like, it's awful. You could hardly tell them apart. Right. So we've filled the ship market. We've done the matching flag. If the stack runs out, the end of the game is triggered. Ready ships. Steam ships are only ready if they carry at least 1 coal. So the 4 clippers don't require coal. They are always ready. And you can't put coal on clippers. If steam ships transport and generate their income, they use up 1 coal. So if there isn't coal on a ship, then although it's there, it's floating around and you can't do anything with it. But I think that's it. I think that's the buy ships action.
Yeah.
So you're done.
I'm done.
That is your turn finished. Right, my go. What am I doing? Well, you didn't place a ship, so I'm going to place a ship.
Okay.
And what was it? It comes with a captain and it comes with a coal?
Yes.
I don't know where I want to go. What was your thinking of going there?
There was no thinking.
Oh, right, okay.
Nobody else is there apart from the.
There's plenty of room. I'm not going to get knocked off too early.
Well, I'm going to go down here.
Well, there's only 2 down there.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing that myself. Yeah.
You want to knock my Cutty Sark off, don't you? He's already been Fisher's game.
I don't know.
You can tell by the expression.
It's the nearest.
You know what he's
Apart from this one.
It's
the nearest.
He doesn't fool me. I know what's coming. I'm ready for it.
Take 1 ship from your personal supply. Do that. Yeah. Place a captain of your colour and 1 coal on it. Right. That's done. Step 2, use contracts. Do I want to do any of those things? I'm going to say no for now. And then we're going to do step 3. Now I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do this.
Contracts anyway.
You
didn't have enough contracts anyway. You got 1.
Oh, that's
so
true.
you need
Yeah.
to-
So, what else have we got? We got the fleet action. All of your ready ships generate their income. So that seems better when you've got more ships on the board. Because that is all of your ships generate their income. Cargo. Designate one of your ready steamships, one of them. This steamship carries out a large cargo job and uses up 1 coal. The profit generated depends on the tonnage of the ship. Take £10 per 1,000 tons from the bank. Return 1 coal from the ship to the common supply. Ships that don't have a listed tonnage are excluded from this action.
Right.
I'm not seeing a listed.
Not on any of the ones we've got on the board.
Now,
They are the ones in the market
here?
have it. That's for the ribbons.
Oh, tonnage is in the bottom right.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you did that, you would get £10 per 1,000 tons.
Yeah.
Would it have just been easier to say how much you get? So I can't do that. Region. Designate 1 region. All owners of ready ships earn their income and use up 1 coal for this from their ships. Return the coal to the common supply. As you initiated this action, you get a bonus of £30 from the bank for each of your own trade houses within this region. Right, and then there's the blue ribbon. The blue ribbon action can only be acquired by the fastest ship in the North Atlantic. Right. Oh, and that's the speed, isn't it? I think.
Oh, as in knots, yes. Okay.
Knots. That's what the icon is. You take double the income and return 1 coal for your record-breaking crossing of the North Atlantic Ocean. So I can't do that. And then the coal. Buy 1 coal pier. You may take 1 coal pier from the common supply. Place it on the topmost empty slot of the matching column of your player board. Right. If the column is already full, then 2, load coal. First, take as many coals from the common supply as you have coal icons on your player board. Yeah. Distribute the coal amongst your steamships, adhering to these rules. As long as there are steamships of yours without coal, no steamships can load a 2nd coal. So once they've all got 1 coal, As long as there are steamships of yours that only have one coal, no ship can load a third coal.
So,
I think you've got to spread it equally.
Oh.
Yeah. As long as there are steamships of yours that only have one coal, no ship can load a third coal. Yeah, okay, I know what it... Yeah. No steamship can have more than 3 coal. Any more than that is lost. So if I choose that action, I will buy a coal pier for free. And then I will gain 3 coal. I'll put 2 on there, but the third one is lost. So that seems like an inefficient action. And then there's the house. Designate a port in which you want to build a trade house. Shall I do that then? There must be a ship you own in the linked sea spot. And you cannot have a trade port yet. Right, first of all, the ship transports. If the ship... So let's do that. So I'm choosing the house action. If the ship in the linked spot is ready, which it is, you earn income from the bank and return 1 coal from this ship to the common supply. Oh, see, that's mine as well. I could just choose that.
What's the benefit of one over the other?
It's not... Well, that gets me $30. That gets me 20.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that doesn't use coal. No, I'm going to choose this one. So I'm going to choose this one. So is it this amount here? I guess it is. Yeah, it's the income. So I spend this coal. I get 30 quid. Right, so that's the ship transporting. Then I place a trade house, which goes there. There was no trade houses of other players, so that's good. And then I take a trade token of my choice, and I put it on now. Because I've already got one of those flags, therefore,
Yeah.
I want to choose one of that. I think that's it.
So when Paul got his house as this,
He got it through
Contract
that
action,
action.
that-
It's exactly the same,
yeah,
except he doesn't get to do a ship thing.
yeah, okay.
How's everybody doing? Who's watching along? How many people have played this or have played the previous version of the game? And you got a summary sheet of everything
Yeah.
that I'm saying. So,
yeah.
Fraser,
So yes, exactly.
one of those two things first.
I think I'm inclined to place a ship first.
So you could go here.
Oi, oi.
I'm not saying you should,
It's just enough of
but
that.
you could, and that would get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would go back into his stack that he can deploy.
That you can
right?
deploy somewhere else.
Yeah.
So,
I guess I'm either thinking I want to try and create some kind of monopoly within the Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
First thought was before you did your turn to do.
You were gonna
exactly
do
what
that,
you
right,
did,
okay.
Yeah. Second one is, do I want a monopoly in the Pacific? Presumably, you can just keep replacing me anyway, so it's
Yeah.
maybe hard to maintain that monopoly unless I get them super duper ships and,
Mhm.
and they don't get replaced.
Derek's in the chat. He played Transatlantic, but he's also just received this copy of the game. Let me know, Derek, once you've played it. See what you think.
And third option is nobody else is actually in the North Atlantic.
No,
at the
exactly.
moment. So, but I can't compete for speed with the Scotia
No, 'cause it'd be
with the
slow.
Germanic at the moment.
because you're no nuts.
So I think I'm going to stick to the Pacific. I'm going to go to Hong Kong.
So that's your first action,
It's
is
my
place the
first
ship.
action.
You put a captain on it and it comes with a coal.
Yeah, kill.
Second action, do you want to use a contract?
I've only got the one I can spend, and I would need to spend 2. Is that right?
Yeah, or you could do that to get 20 quid or a coal, or move
Yeah.
infinite spaces around here.
I get this as the third move. Anyway,
This is the third
right?
move, but you can only move up to 3 spaces. Now, first turn of the game, you don't want to do that because you can start anywhere.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
in future turns, that option allows you to go anywhere.
Okay, and if I spend that, then it's well, I'd have to then do a not placing a ship action in order to.
Get contracts. I don't know any
Yes.
other way you can get contracts other than that.
I'm going to hold out for the moment.
Okay.
Then
Which action would you like to do?
I'd like to get some ships, please.
Which ship's action would you like to do?
I'm going to go for that one.
Right. How many ships do you want to buy?
Well, I definitely want the Devonia because I've already got a ship in that range.
So that's 60 quid.
60. No, 30.
Paul, can we just put your ships, because anything below there is not on camera. So if you want to just, yeah.
So that's 30 there, right? So that was there.
60. That's the price. That's the
Oh.
price to buy it.
And that's
That's the income that it generates.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Sorry.
Yeah, red price to buy.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's 60 there.
Yep.
Now, if I were to try and also get the monopoly for this colour, for example,
That would
might
cost
be
you
better.
another 100.
That would cost me another 100, and then I would be broke.
You don't have 100.
I don't have 100, so I'm not going to do that.
Peter's saying he's hoping for a solo mode. I don't think there is one. I don't think there's a solo mode. Nope, no solo mode, I'm afraid.
So you're buying the ships from here or from here.
Yeah, you buy them here for the printed cost, or here you have to pay extra,
Yeah,
depending on how far they are up.
and it's extra. I can't really afford right now. But I guess so. Hang on. So I've taken this. Should I be taking something with it, or
The
do-
flag.
The
That's
flag.
it. Yeah.
Okay, and I put that there,
Mhm.
and that shows me how many times I'm multiplying whatever.
I think
I'm
so,
doing
yeah.
there.
Presumably that at the end of the game you can assign to any one of them. I think
Gotcha.
that's what that is.
Okay.
Do you want to buy any more
I'm
ships?
going to stick to one for now. Then.
Okay, so we slide 3 down.
That's what I spent, by the way. We could do with where the bank is. It's over
Yeah.
there. Right.
So
Good.
that goes to there.
Yeah.
That pushes that one off.
Ah,
So that's gone. And then that pushes that one off. Gone.
maybe I should have bought the ones that were going to get destroyed. I don't know.
And then those go down and we get 3 more. Right. And that's your action done.
Looks like it.
That's full.
First action, take a contract. Second action, spend the contract because I'm going to go whizzing around the board and going to put me on the other ships action, please. I assume I have to do a contract packs. It's 3 spaces normally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be 4 spaces. So that's fine.
You don't have enough money to buy any ships.
I'm not buying ships. I'm placing 3 ships. Says here, place 3 ships.
Oh, hang on. Is it? It's 1 by 2 place, as in you do both, or it's 1 by
No.
or 2 do play.
No.
It says in this on this up here. It says place 3 ships.
Well, maybe the player aid is wrong.
Oh no! Don't
So
do this.
step 1, well, it's what you did last time. You bought ships,
Yes, I did.
take the ships, right, and then step 2, fill the ship market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, place onto
It's
the ship market,
place-
not place on
yeah,
the board.
yeah. The word place there is wrong. It should be refill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not an action.
No. Take that back. No, the only way you place ships is here. So take that back. Take
That's-
your contract back.
Place 3 ships. It says place 3 ships.
Yeah, it shouldn't say place 3 ships. That's bad wording.
Onto the
It-
ship market.
yeah.
You have to read the whole
You've got to
thing.
read the whole sentence.
No, but it doesn't say the whole sentence on here.
It does.
There's no
Place
full
3
stop.
ships.
before-
Place 3
place
ships,
ship
stroke,
slash
headquarters
onto the ship
market.
Well, yeah, but
Which is hyphenated and shouldn't be.
it's
Hang on,
I
but
know.
where does the headquarters go on the ship market?
The headquarters
You
are
can
just
buy them.
special kind of
Okay.
buildings.
Right, in that case, I should have to put a ship out.
You don't have to.
Well, I think I've got 3 of them.
Yeah.
I've got 3 ships, so it's time to make some money off these guys. It's possible that could come into use at some point, so let's put him up in.
I got no ships.
I
So
get a
maybe
captain.
you get captain,
Cole.
Cole.
Right.
Right. So you've done that. You did
I
that.
did that.
You can't do that because you know contracts.
No.
So now it's
Where do I want to go?
you can go do that, that, or that.
Do any of those give contracts?
No.
No.
I think the only way to get a contract
Is
is,
to not place
is
a ship.
that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So cargo, you could
Hmm.
get 30
To
quid
get 30 quid from cargo.
from that.
Coal. Buy 1 coal pier. Be 0, I take it at the moment.
Yep. And then you'd get 3 coal.
1 coal per icon, which would be.
You get 3 coal,
But I think we're going to put 1 out, wouldn't
and then you can put them out between your ships.
Which is
But you can't put them on there So you put 2 on there, and then 1 would be wasted.
Yes. And then a region is
Choose a region. All owners of ready ships earn their income by
That
spending the
region,
coal.
presumably.
Yeah,
But that doesn't cost you. That doesn't cost you any coal.
does cost you
Always,
coal.
always costs you coal.
Unless it's a ship that doesn't have coal, like this one, and this one, and this one. They don't use coal.
I think we're going to use the coal on that one then. We use the coal on this one.
So
do a
which action?
Cargo.
Cargo. So instead of $30, which is the income, you get the cargo bonus, which is $10 per 1,000 tons,
Which is $30.
$30. Sorry, £30. Yeah. So that's the cargo action, and that's it. You're done. Right, my go. I can't place a ship because I don't have a ship, so I get a contract. But now I have 2 contracts. I could do fancy stuff. So, do I want to do fancy stuff? Oh, but then that and yeah.
Glad somebody's working it out.
Yes, I think. Kind of, when you buy ships, you want to buy 3.
That's what I was
But it's really expensive.
Yeah.
It's really, really expensive. How'd you get money then? Because me thinking of buying another one of these, that's actually going to get me 3 of them, which is great. But where am I? I'm here. So I can't do that. I could do that. So if the only point of contracts is this, there's no point in me saving them. I might as well do the thing. Do the thing.
So fill up some of your empty spaces, I guess.
Well, I'm just going to get rid of a contract and take 20 quid.
Okay, fair enough.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm gonna. No, I am. Let's do. It's a learning game. Let's do that. Right. Then for the action, I'm going to choose coal. So what I do is I buy 1 coal pier from here. Why it's called a coal pier, I'm not sure. But anyway, that goes there for free. And then I take 3 coal because I've got 3 coal icons, and I distribute them as equally as possible between my ships.
So when you get another coal pier, you get more coal next
Yes.
time. Yeah, so that's why it's a coal pier, right? It produces the coal,
Yeah,
I guess.
it's pier, P-I-E-R.
Yes.
I don't know what a coal pier. Well, I know what a pier is.
It's where you put the coal for loading onto the ship.
Okay, so it literally is a pier.
It's a
It's
pier
not- it's
with coal.
with coal on it. Right. It's not an alternative meaning for the word.
No. So
Done.
you're done.
Yeah.
Yes, you're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the advantages with, well, both Concordia and Rondel games is that the actions are actually fairly short, aren't they? It's like, I'm going to do that. This, done. Your go. Short turns.
Okay. I'm gonna place the Devonia in Timor. Lock this place out nicely. So I got
Captain and a coal,
Captain and a coal.
which means you didn't do that. So you can do this,
I can do that, but I'm not going
right? Which means you now do this.
to. And hang on, I have to go clockwise, don't I?
Got to be clockwise.
That's why I should have gone on the other ship one. Oh no, hang on, I want to go to the house. So that's all right. I can do that.
Yep. So step 1 of house
Yeah.
is get income. Take income of the ship in port if it's ready.
Which means I have to choose which port I'm going with. I
Yeah.
guess it's arbitrary.
I think so.
Um,
Apart from that ship is going to get replaced. That if a ship is placed in here, that's the one that's going.
yes. So the upside is it doesn't use coal. The downside is I could end up with somebody else's ship
It's only 20 quid.
taking that place, and it's only 20 quid. Okay, let's go where all things considered. Let's go with the Devonia in Timor.
So that uses up the coal,
Yeah,
and you get, well, first of all, you get income from the ship, which is 30.
lovely.
Step 2, you put the house on there,
Yeah,
and then step 3 is you buy a trade token,
buy a trade token,
which
which is relatively free. The so with the ships you have matching the trade tokens
I mean, that's me guessing
that
how
do
the end
anything?
game. So yeah, that's so end of the game. Coal and contracts are turned into cash. So all of the coal on your ships and the game board and remaining contracts are 20 quid each.
Mm-hmm.
Then money scores points. Every 100 quid is a point.
Yeah.
And then you score captains at sea and trade houses. So 3 points for each captain at sea and each trade house on the board. And tally them on the scoring track. I don't know where the scoring track is.
Oh, it's going round the thing.
Oh yeah, scoring track, yeah. And then you score flags. So the token at the lowest spot of a column determines the point value of the matching flag. So if there are no added columns, the printed token in the column counts as 3. Multiply the value of the column with the number of matching flags, and that's it.
So me getting the red trading houses is
It's good because you've
I've
got
already
3 of those flags.
Yeah.
Have you got 3 of them or
I've got
2?
I've got. Well, if you count the.
I'm just checking.
Hmm.
No, the flag there does not count as a flag,
Gotcha.
but the token there does count
Yes.
as a token.
And what do the different ones do? We know what the ribbons and the coal.
So the ribbon and the
Yeah.
coal are not that you can't take them.
I'm not
now.
taking that.
No.
But in any case, what do the other ones do? Do they do anything
No.
for us?
They are thematically different goods that you're setting up a trading house for,
Okay.
but they do
I'm moving
exactly the same thing.
I'm moving
Bricks. No?
no,
Suitcases.
suitcases rather than post or barrels of
You're moving passengers.
grog, I guess. Yes.
No, suitcases. the
I'm a suitcase trader.
suitcases are going on holiday.
All these lost suitcases
Yeah.
around the world are being. That's very sad.
Okay, so
Kit
I've done
says
that.
coal piers are neat
Oh,
to
hang on, I
see.
should have put it there.
Seen this a few times when driving to Outer Banks, North Carolina. Oh, right, okay. I've never seen a coal pier.
I've seen a pier with a petrol station on the end, which I guess is basically the same thing for.
It's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Well, no, if you've got a motorboat, you've got a fuel.
Oh,
it
see what you
somewhere.
mean. Yeah. Right.
Okay. Place a ship.
Mm.
I haven't got any contracts. I'll move to coal, please.
Captain and coal.
Captain and coal. Move to coal.
1, 2, 3. So you buy a coal pier,
Buy a coal pier.
and
for
then you get 3
absolutely nothing.
coal.
You get 3 coal.
So here's the thing: you've got multiple ships now.
Yeah. So I put
So you have to put one on there.
2 on there, 1 on there.
Yeah, basically. That's how it
Done.
is. That's how it is. I still don't have any ships. Why have I not got any ships? So I'll take a contract. Probably should get some ships. I've been getting money first. And I could do the same. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the region action.
Mm.
So the region action is
All owners of ships.
designate one region.
Hang on, why am I on the coal space on my?
Ah,
Sorry, I was on the house. No, I wasn't. I was on the.
I should be on coal. Yellow should be on coal.
Oh yeah, you moved the wrong
No,
one.
you did-
I was on house. I'm green. There you go. That's
We're
fine.
good. Right. So
It's okay.
designate one region. All owners of ready ships earn their income.
Mm. In that region.
Mm-hmm.
Should have done it there. Yeah. Anyway, it's a learning game. So that's a ready ship. So
Mhm.
yellow gets 20 quid.
Oh, it's very good.
I get 30 quid, but it cost me a coal. But then, because I initiated the action, I get a bonus of 30 quid for each of my own trade houses
It's your houses.
Mm.
This way.
within that region. So you want the trade houses
Yeah.
so that the region.
Good. I've got a plan.
I think that's it. I think that's my go done.
I've got a plan then. I think what I want to do is get a contract because I don't have any ships to get. I'm going to spend the 2 contracts to get a trade house. And hang on.
Right.
So that means I can put that
The
one.
red house needs to be put on the empty
I
spot.
did it. I
Oh,
did
right. Okay.
it. There. Do I want to do it there?
So you've spent 2 contracts to do that.
Yeah.
Take a thingy.
Take a thingy.
Take a thingy.
Take a red, white, or green.
Is it worth me?
Select some more suitcases.
Well, then I've got to spend the 30 quid, haven't I?
It's true.
But I have got income about to come.
Indeed.
The question is there any point in me doing this before the end game?
No.
That's what I'm thinking. So let's go with one of the other colours.
But if you're not going to collect any flags of the other colours,
That's true.
then there is no point getting those.
Oh,
But
let's do it now
who
then.
knows?
Okay, let's try it. 30 quid.
30 quid. It's only 30 quid.
It's
Sorry, 30,000 quid.
I mean,
It's a bit different.
zeros, what do they matter? And then
So that was that.
that was
yeah.
that. And then I'm going to move. Oh, hang on. I was going to go to region,
You can't.
but I can't.
No.
So I could buy some. I can't afford to buy some ships. Cargo I can do, can't I?
Yeah, you could get. There's no coal on it.
Oh, I spent the.
Spent coal.
See, I should. That's it. I should have done that on that.
We'll just do
In
that.
hindsight, in the previous go round.
There you go.
Okay, we're doing
It's a
that.
learning game.
We're doing retcon.
Yeah,
game.
yeah, that's fine.
okay. Yep, and then I'll spend the coal.
So if you choose the cargo option, you spend that and get 40 quid.
Okay, let's do that. And that pays for me having built my thing, doesn't it?
40 quid.
Sorry, thank you.
Paul, you'll go.
Thank you. I shall put out another ship.
Another ship.
Another ship, because you just can't have that.
Captain Nicole.
Coal. And I have no contracts. Therefore, I'm going to move to region. Use our region. All others with ships that are already in.
Are you choosing this region?
No,
I think you should choose this
I
region.
think this one's much.
You sure?
Oh yeah. So it's
All owners of ready ships earn their income and use up one coal from their ships, except for clippers.
one off each. Blink, blink, fizz.
Yeah, and you get
Oops.
30, 30,
And
30. You get 90 quid.
90 quid. So I've got a 10. Get 100.
Bargain.
Job
Right. I'm going to take a contract.
done. I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm then going to spend a contract to get 20 quid. I'm then going to choose the ships action, and I'm actually going to buy some ships. Now, I've got 280 quid here, whatever. So I'm going to have that one for 100. Do 100. I'm going to have that one for 70. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And what else am I actually planning to do? Blooming heck, that's expensive.
Yep.
I've got 110 quid left. What can I buy for 110 quid? Anything up to there.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because there are now reasons why you might want to buy certain things based on speed and stuff.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to spend 60 quid. I'm going to be cheapskate and just buy all of the ones in the docks. Okay, and then that goes to there. That goes to there. That goes to there. We shuffle those down. We'll get 3 more.
Good job, Paul.
Well, I'm liking this so far. I can't remember how much I hated the previous one, but as I said, graphic design was an issue, rulebook was an issue, and those two things are enough to put me off a game. Whereas this one seems to be flowing a lot smoother.
I guess if you're not buying certain flags, then it's also driving up the cost for anybody who wants to do the next one. So when you displaced some of the, no, it was on either my turn or Paul's turn when we bought a ship. The ones that got removed from the game because we shuffled it down.
Yeah.
These are getting more expensive as they're coming out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting that it does. The prices increase even if nobody buys those ships.
Yes.
Nice mechanism. Right, so I don't have any ships to place, so that's thing number one. What does this having this dollar actually do?
I think at the end of the game, you just assign that as a flag of your choice.
Oh, it's as a wild card. Okay, that's fine. in order to, did you need any coal to do the region malarkey?
Yes.
Do they have to be ready?
Yeah,
Basically,
a ready ship as well.
a ready ship has to have coal on it, unless it's a
Okay.
non-coal ship.
I should have. Yes, I should have got some coal before.
You can get some now.
You can place up to 2 on each ship.
Well, you earn what you earn, and you distribute it evenly.
Yeah, but is there a limit to how much coal can go on a ship?
Okay, so the multicolored flag, 3.
Mm.
The multicolored flags score the number of colours of your other flags.
Mm.
So again.
Your multicolored flags, you don't assign them to a column. Your multicolored flags score you 1 point. So it says the multicolored flags score the number of colours of your other flags. So they score you 1 point for each of your other flags.
Okay.
Okay.
So 5 points for each multicolored flag if you have all 5 other flags. Right, so that's what the multicolored flags do.
Yeah.
They just award you for diversity with the
Right.
flags. I should be lining these up. Let's put that.
Up to a maximum of 5 points.
Yeah, because there's 5 other flags.
Right. I'm going to save my contract then.
Mhm.
I'm going to do a coal action. There you go.
So
So
you
I
buy
can-
one of those.
Is it 2? Oh, sorry, one of these on
You
the.
buy one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
there,
Gotcha.
and now you get 3 coal.
3 coal.
3 coal. So where's your ships?
Over
My
there.
ships are over yonder.
So one has to go on there. Well, one has to go on there, and then one has to go on there.
and one can't go on
Can't
here.
go on there, and then the third one can go on either there or there.
Gotcha. And I'll put it on the one that gets me
Yeah.
stuff. Okay. I think that's it.
Mm. Right, well, I have no ships to put out, which means I'm going to take a contract. That's nice. Take a contract. We will not spend the contract. Can you move me to ships, please? Yellow to ships. Thank you. And we'll buy some ships.
I can't quite see the contract.
Right.
Just there you go. So ships. How many ships do you want to buy?
Well, I have to keep looking at the screen, see what happens. Well, I certainly want that one over there. What's he worth?
70 quid.
70 quid? You better be good for that.
I'll give you 60 for it.
Start haggling.
Crossing Oceans, the negotiation game.
I also want
What you got? 180?
130. That's 140. I haven't got 140. Are you kidding me? They only got very expensive. Is there a cheap one?
So,
There's a cheap one that's come out here.
how much you got?
I've got plenty of money. Yeah, but it's the wrong flag.
Well, you might want to collect more than one.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see what happens if you just collect. You know, if you focus. You can
Yeah.
you go spread. I'll go focus. We'll see what happens.
Well, what I was looking at was what is going to cascade out. So these ones are kind of coming to here next time. This is going to get lost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that
That's
helps
'cause
your
he-
decision.
That's because he's an old one, though, isn't it? Because the old ones are going to get kicked off. But you can still get the points for them at the end of the game, don't you? It doesn't matter if they get kicked off. It's not like you're losing.
Well, the ships themselves are not worth points.
It's the flags that you
It's
get
the flags.
that you get for taking them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's 70. I've got 180, which is not enough to do that. So therefore, it makes sense to go for maybe something a little bit cheaper. Just wreck the place. You like to do a red. I suppose it's a free red, isn't it? It's 5 points then for that. You knock him off. Okay.
So you bought one ship so
Yeah, I
far.
bought one ship, and I feel I should
Buy more.
buy more. 70 plus. So I'm thinking far too long. Let's get this.
That's 130 in total.
130, 140 quid. 10 change.
And you're done. Right,
Ships.
I go. I am going to place a thingy on the board. And it's going to be this one, the Oregon, and it's going into here. So because the region is full, the oldest ship goes. The lantern now goes to the
Next oldest.
new oldest ship. That gets removed from the game because it's neutral. I get a coal, I get a captain on it. And I think that's it.
That was that.
What was that? Then we got this. Where am I? I'm here. I'm about to do that to see what happens
Oh yes, because you got the fastest ship.
because
in
I
the
have the fastest
Atlantic.
ship on
That was
that
very sneaky.
voyage. So I think I'm just going to spend one of these to get 20 quid. Right, so the blue ribbon action. The blue ribbon can only be acquired by the fastest ship in the North Atlantic. You take double the income and return 1 coal for your record-breaking crossing of the North Atlantic Ocean. If at least one other ship has the same fastest speed in the North Atlantic, you can acquire the blue ribbon by returning 2 coals. Your firemen almost blow up your engines to be faster. In this case, you still only take double the income. At the beginning of the game, the Scotia blocks the North Atlantic so that ships with a speed under 15 cannot acquire the blue ribbon, as she holds the speed record, but she's gone. Additionally, you take 1 blue ribbon from the common supply and place it on the first column of your player board. If it's already full, you cannot take another blue ribbon. Instead, take 1 trade token or coal pier for the column in which you have the fewest, paying the cost of the bank. Right, so basically, I pay a coal, but I get double the income, and I get the blue ribbon. That seems good.
That seems good.
Cool.
Okay, so
Can I do that again? If it's got coal on it, I can do that action again.
yeah, I think so.
Look at me, I'm the fastest. Then next year, look at me, I'm the fastest.
Got to get the coal back on.
Got to get the coal back on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Take a contract. I'm going to spend 2 for another trading house.
Mhm.
So goes here.
Nice.
You might see where
I
I'm going
suspect
with
a
this.
region action coming.
There's a region action coming.
Ding, ding, ding.
Sorry, I needed to take a
Oh, you do, yeah.
thing.
Which one do you want?
Much for muchness, really. I think. I have to pay to put one there.
Yep.
I've probably. How much money have I got coming in the region action? I guess is a.
You got 20, 50, 80,
And then,
170.
nice. But then again, ships are getting quite expensive.
Mm.
So hang on. What's going on here? We didn't shuffle them down.
No, they got bought.
These got bought.
Yep.
Oh, and we forgot to shuffle down.
We didn't shuffle down.
Yeah.
Because you bought.
I did.
Yeah, you bought.
We did
So,
shuffle.
so
So we
3
just
go
do
down.
that while
Nobody in the chat mentioned it. Sorry, we forgot that. It's been a long day. Played 4 games yesterday. Played 3 today. This is my 4th today. It's been a good couple of days.
Okay, so now I can see the costs a bit better. I think I need to save my cash. So I'm not going to. I'm going to take one of the other randoms. So I'm going to take a green one. Yeah,
Okay, and then
and then
region.
action.
So you're doing it?
Yep.
So,
So it's a
that
coal for both of
that
those.
coal,
That doesn't need coal.
plus 30 per house that you have in that region.
Okay,
So it's 170.
170.
Nice.
That should probably buy some ships next time. Pick
So
some
that's
up.
why you need the trading houses on the board for when people do the region actions. Right,
Very much.
Paul.
Right. Take a contract, but spend 2 to do the house. This is going to go over here. Where are we? We're down in Charleston. Oh no. Yeah. Put them in there. And take a white one. Which is going to cost me
That's for
30
30 quid.
20, 30. And then we will move to Fleet because there's no point going to Blue Ribbon. Big income for all your ships are ready. That'll
Each
be-
steamship uses 1 coal. Oh, so that's from all of your ships.
Yeah, it's 30. That's not a steamship. He doesn't do it. Does he? Does he do it? He is ready, but he's not a steamship.
The fleet action is just all of your ships.
Oh, so it's him as well.
Yeah.
So it's
And
30,
this one.
60, 80.
No, that
you
needs
can
coal.
have coal.
That
you
needs
can have
coal.
So 30, 60,
80.
80 quid. 20 back, 100.
Oh yeah, it's got it on here. Which ones require the coal? So good. Right, I'm going to place a ship. Yeah, interesting. I see what's going on. So I'm going to put this one on here, which comes with the coal and a captain. And then if I use the fleet action, it's not great. I could use the house action. Yeah, let's do the house action, which is take income from one of your ships, import it. So I can't put one here. There's too much coal on there. I'm going to use that coal to get 40 quid. Then I'm going to place a trading house in Zanzibar. And then I buy a trade token. So let's spend 30 quid to ship some barrels. That's me done.
Okay. Well, I still don't have ships to place, so I will be getting another contract. But I do want to buy ships to place, so that is what I'm going to do.
So you're not doing any of this, but you're going here.
A good point. I might do that retroactively
If you
in a
need-
moment if I need the money.
If you need the money. Okay.
I like this one and that one, so that's 150. And let's pay that out first. That leaves me with another. Ooh, another 150. So I've got an echo.
Yeah. I think a video just started playing. In fact, this video. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. I accidentally clicked on the link to my own video.
Okay, so the green thing I bought last time, I've actually got the. I can't actually afford the 160 I would need to get that, can I?
Yeah, you don't want that one anyway. I want one.
Yeah, all right. I should have paid attention to that. I could get this one for 130.
130.
I think that probably makes most sense.
Okay.
Gives me a couple of blues.
So you pay for all of that.
Yeah.
We'll slide down. So that goes to there. That knocks that one off. Easy go down. And 3 more ships fall.
3 more ships.
I'm going to put my flags up here.
And that was your ship's action, so you're done.
I am. Right. The mic, sorry if I made a noise.
Right, I'm going to place a ship. Place it here.
So this goes.
So this goes. Don't do that. Don't knock me on off.
This is the oldest ship.
This ship goes. I might go down there then. No.
You can go here, which doesn't affect anything, or you can go there and knock off.
Well, I could knock off one of those actually and get.
Or you could knock off your old ship.
my old ship.
Yeah.
And there isn't a house there, so I can place a house. That makes sense. Let's go there. Let's do
So knocking off an old ship that is owned by somebody else. If you replace a ship, remove any coal on the replaced ship. Give the replaced ship and its captain back to its owner. If the ship can be used again, it can legally be placed. And then mark the new oldest ship with the lantern. Yeah. Okay, so you get the ship back.
Get the ship back. That gets a coal on it.
Yeah. So that's that.
So 1870 is still. Is that? It could possibly.
Yeah, it could go here.
It could. Yeah. That's right. Place for it. Okay. So that was place a ship.
That was step one.
I have no contract, so we'll move straight to house. Yellow to house.
House.
Which is
Get
take
income.
income from a ship in port, which would be this one.
So you get 30.
Then place a house.
Build a house and take a token,
Let's take a white one.
which costs you
60.
60. Right, my go. Oh, I'm going to place a ship. You've got very little coal on your ships.
Well, yeah, I've got to go around to coal again and
Mm.
sort it out.
So I think I'm going to put this here.
Ooh.
So put the ship there. You get that back. You get that back. This now goes on here. I get a coal and I get a captain. Step 2. Not going to do step 2. But I am going to move around to coal. So I spend 30 quid to buy a coal pier. And I then get 4 coal. So 1 has to go on there, 1 has to go on there. And now everything's got 1. So I've got 2 left. So I'm obviously going to put it on there. And probably on there. And that's me done. Right.
Yeah, must be me then. I'm going to get in on this.
How are we doing for time? 10 to 6. I think we'll be done before the football starts.
Oh yeah, easy.
I think so. We can make 1 stack of these now.
I'm going to get in on the transatlantic market.
Are you now?
I am.
So this is the oldest ship.
Yep,
So is yours newer than 1876?
it's 1889.
Yeah. Yep. So you have that back, have the captain back.
Thank
And
you.
that gets a coal on it as well, right?
So that's now the oldest ship. Oh dear. That's bad.
You just placed that.
Well, not quite. I placed that. Oh no, I did just place that one. Ah, it's terrible. Yeah, I needed to be careful there because you could now go on there and replace that.
Yes,
And I lose the coal.
and you use the coal.
Ah,
1880. Yeah.
didn't spot that.
I just realised I didn't. So this one is already older than this one though, and slower.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I shouldn't have got that one in the first place. But
Right,
nonetheless,
yeah.
it does mean I've got matching flags, so it's not that important. So I've done that. That's my ships placed. I will probably not be generating any of these for a while. So I think I'm gonna say I'm gonna hold on to it though.
Mhm.
Yes, then I'm going to move to blue ribboned.
Oh, you now have the fastest ship.
I now have the fastest
So you
ship.
spend the coal, you get double that.
Lovely.
You get £100, and you get a blue ribbon token.
Excellent.
Been gazumped.
Right. I'm going to take a contract.
Rather than placing a ship,
I
which is good news for me.
think so. What do I want to place a ship there? Now you got me talking. Now you got me thinking.
You don't
I
want
want
to
to
place
place a ship.
Nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we've got to start muscling into some of these other places. Look, I had North America and it's gone. It's very sad. We've got. Start going down there. Start trying to do something down that way. Plenty of ships. 68. 68. Well, they're all over 68. 75, 76. That would do. Go there. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go down here.
with the Atlantic
Meet the Atlantic.
from Cole, the captain.
Hold on, the captain. We're going to move to. That'd be £5,000. That wouldn't be. That wouldn't have got no coal. I can't need coal. Coal, please. I've got to pay and spend
30 quid to buy one of those, and then you get 4 gold.
4 coal.
So you're yellow.
One on
So
that.
one has to go on there. Is he just these 2 ships?
Just those 2 ships.
So it's one on there and then one on there,
I can
and then
wipe
that can go anywhere you want.
That's
the better
82
one.
and that's 71, so 82. Might stick around.
Right, my go. Can't place a ship, so I'm taking a contract. I then use 2 contracts to put house on there. Before I lose the ability to do that. And I'm going to take one of these. Then I will choose the. Oh, I wanted to do that. I'll do that. I'll choose the region action.
Cool.
I'm going to choose this region. So I get 60. So I get 60 and you get
20.
you get 20.
You want to use your coal up.
Well, I wanted to do the fleet action, but yeah.
Why did you choose that region over the others?
Because then there's 1 coal on there.
It's gonna get
I didn't want to remove the coal from there.
Let's put this one. Obviously, it would get all of us some income, but
Actually, no, you're right. You're right. Let's spend the coal there and put 1 back on there. So instead of me getting 60, I get 110. So I need another 50. Green doesn't get anything because there's no coal,
oh, good point. Yeah.
but then you get 30.
Okay.
So yeah, much better. Thank you. But yeah, that's probably going to get replaced soonish. And I still got 30 for that. Yeah. Okay, sorted.
Okay, so I got to decide what market to get in on next. I guess. I think this guy coming in would immediately get replaced again. So I think.
Unless it went.
Well, this is no. I
Somewhere
mean,
else.
if it went here,
If it went
which is
here-
the obvious place for it.
Yeah.
So I think if it goes elsewhere, that would get rid of something rather on the old side. Is the obvious thing to do, isn't it? Let's go with replacing. Oh, it's always the oldest one it replaces.
Mhm.
And I guess the oldest one on the board, full stop, is
The Cutty Sark?
it?
No. No,
Is
the
it
Leander.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Okay, well, I don't want to replace my own one. Not right now, anyway. I'm going to replace a Thermopylae. Need to need a coal.
Yeah, I don't know why we need all of these red lanterns.
No.
Maybe it's just they were on the punch board.
So I've done that. Then there's the question of, do I need to do any of these things? I think only if I want to run around the board a bit more. So I think I'm okay. I'd quite like to place a house though. So let's
House.
put a house in. Now, did you say for the house it needs to be
You've got to have a ship.
and it's got to be powered?
It's got to be a ready ship.
Yes. Okay. So I think Bombay is the obvious one to go with. And it makes it non-ready.
Correct. It
Okay.
costs you a coal.
Okay. Where are
And then
we?
you place a trade house and take a trade token.
Take income of the ship in port. So that was 40.
Yep.
And I take a trade token. Any trade token or the one
Mhm.
matching.
Anyone?
Okay. Well, I'll keep. Oh, yes. There's the question though. I think I want to start multiplying these up now, really, don't I?
So 60.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Pull.
Right, let's place a ship. Let's place it in here. 80, 78.
Oh. So I lose the coal. That one is now the oldest.
Now the oldest. So we better get on with it. Stick me in region, please.
Your yellow.
Yellow. So we'll do this region.
Sure.
So he's going to earn 40. He's going to earn 30, 70, 130 altogether.
130. And I get 50. So I could put one of these ships on the board, but these are quite old and are likely to be replaced. So I could replace the Leander with the Thermopylae, but then it would go again fairly quickly. What about this one? 1878. Yeah, that could do something. Could absolutely do something. So let's replace this with that one. And we have that back. Although that now goes to there, which is not good. Have a ship back.
Mm.
Captain Nicole. Right. Then.
You kicked in my uniform.
So I could do the fleet action and I could use these three, and that would get me 100 quid. Or I could do ships and buy the things that I actually want. So I'm going to go ships. So I'm going to spend 160. Wow. For the city of New York. That leaves me with 150. So I'll buy the Ethuria. So 140. Almost skint. Right. I'm done with the buying ships action. So that comes down. That comes down. That comes down. Let's go and we get 3 more. We got Black Diamond. Red Star. Right, done.
Well,
£10.
yes, it's one of those ones that I need some more money now. Now I'm in that period of yes, I've now had the chip replaced that I was already going to replace. So where do
Derek
I
says
go?
lanterns, 2 a spare. Yeah, say so on the punch board. Yeah, because when they do the punch boards, they've put
Yes.
1 lantern on each punch board, and therefore
Oh, yes.
there's a number of punch boards.
And there would be one on South America if we were using
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So there are 2 spare. Thank you, Derek. I thought so. It's why you get 4 start player tokens in Hallertau. You get 4 roosters. You only need 1, but it's just because it was on the punch board. You get 3 spare roosters.
1887 is what I currently have. And it's all a matter of working out what's not going to get replaced immediately again.
1887 is relatively new.
Yeah, so it's pretty new, yeah, but it's then a matter of where do I put it that's going to be best at this point, really. So I could actually use it to kick off City of Berlin, conceivably, which is quite a new ship to be kicking off. Yeah, let's do that. I think you do kind of want to kick off a newer one rather than a really old one. I'm not quite sure if that's true, but okay.
So there, I lose the coal. Captain comes back.
Again, the coal. Britannia. So, the the question is, what other moves do I want to do? I think I want to go round to coal. So that means I don't need to spend that to get to it. I'm going to keep hold of that again for next turn.
Mhm.
So
Buy another coal pier,
buy another coal pier.
and you get 4 coal.
That's the coal pier thing.
So one has to go on there.
30.
One has to go on there. One has to go on there,
Yeah.
and the other one can go wherever you want.
Which is my newest ship? It's probably
1889.
1889.
But it's not which one's the newest. It's which one's.
Well, it's based
Yeah,
around
I think that's,
which one's
that's
going to
the
get
newest in its
used
area.
used more, I guess, as well.
Mm.
Um,
And that's also the one winning the blue ribbon. So you can do the blue ribbon action again.
yeah,
And get another 100 quid.
good. Go on, let's do that.
That seems like the best way.
What am I actually trying to do here? I put in 100. I spent 30, so I'm taking 20 back. Right, good.
Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a ship. Let's come over here.
Okay. I'll give that back to Fraser.
Back to Fraser. Ship.
I was going to go actually.
76,
That
74.
one's now the oldest.
Oh,
Captain Nicole.
And a couple. And a couple. And
Jeffrey says he really liked Transatlantic. Almost all the problems with it were the rulebook. Almost all the problems. There were graphic design issues as well. But yeah, this has got a much better rulebook, much better graphic design.
very nice graphic design.
Certainly better. The flags are better. One of the issues was you've got red for the cost and green for the income, with no. I don't know. I'm finding it not as much of a problem. I think in the previous one, I think they had red and green next to each other, and it was like, well, you know, if you're colourblind, you just don't use red and green. It's just any graphic designer should know that you don't use red and green.
can you move me to ships?
You are yellow
You can buy this chip here.
for 150. Mark's arrived. It looks like you arrived at the end. We're not at the end.
180.
We've still got a big stack to go through. We're at least halfway through. And I think it gains momentum, but also the cost of the ships goes up. So
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, certainly I've now reached the point where I was in the early game now. It's like,
I got 10 quid.
exactly.
Can't do anything.
So these all have to move down. Those 3.
You just bought one ship.
Bought one ship, it cost me 180 quid.
So that
Yeah.
comes in and knocks that one out.
Ooh.
That comes in, and then that comes in and knocks that one out. Okay, slide down 3 more. I assume we're going to get the headquarters coming out at some point, but I think they're near the end.
What do they do?
I'm not sure. I think they count as extra ones of these.
Okay.
You're all done?
Indeed.
Right. So I got lots of nice ships. I've got some old crap ones. But nothing can beat speed of 19 on that one.
You don't have to beat it if you can use one extra coal,
Yeah.
but you can't at
I
this
can't.
point, I think.
Yeah. So I think 1888. Yeah, let's put that in here.
Ooh.
So that goes there. You can have that back.
What happened to my
Have your
Monopoly?
shit back. Because that goes there. And then I get a captain and a coal.
I take it that the ships I've got back are now basically unusable because they've been.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I can't do this because I haven't got a contract. And then I think I want to do house. Hmm. Do need the money. Yeah, no, I'm going to do fleet. So all of my ships that are ready. So I don't get anything for that one. But I get 30, 60, 130. 130. Okay, done. That's my go.
On the cheat sheet for region, it says your bonus is £30
It's
per...
for each of your houses.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It is for each of your houses.
It says each house.
Yes. Derek's asking, did we fancy using the historical map? No, the historical map is nice, but I figured for the stream, it would look good with the blue. Yeah,
More contrast.
more contrast. Yes. Kevin's popped in as well. Hi, Kevin. Thank you for joining in.
So the region. This is now a matter of does the region or the fleet action give me more money? So I could do both. Down the line. I don't have a regional monopoly anymore, so it's not quite as good.
And this region's pretty good for you
Yeah.
because I have no coal on here, so I couldn't use it. So you just get,
Oh, that's the point.
it would just be you. You get 110.
I get 110 there.
110 quid.
Here I'd get
You get 120.
I get 120 there.
Yeah.
Um,
By using up only one coal.
yeah, good point. A fleet action would just come from everything, right?
Yeah, and that would get you 110, 160.
160, but I can do both, of course.
Yeah.
And a blue ribboned
Would get you 100 plus another blue ribbon token.
yeah.
Lots of options.
Yeah, the other question is when my blue ribbon is going to lose its shine.
Well, 19 is pretty fast.
Yes.
Although there's a 20, 21 and 22 here, so...
Yeah, but nobody's got one. Oh, you've got a 21. I think I want to do my blue ribbons while I still can.
So you spend this coal, you get 100 quid, and you get one of those.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right. Place a ship. So replace my own ship. It's not really what I want, but there you go.
There you go. He's in there now.
And I'll move me on to blue ribbon, please.
Yellow.
So I'll spend me coal.
Spend your coal, get 140.
Glad I did it when I did that.
Absolutely. $140.
Right. What we're going to do here? I think we're going to place a ship. Where am I? I'm here.
I did place a ship on my turn, didn't I? I'm just suddenly getting a bit confused.
I think you did.
That was the same turn?
I think so. Yeah. I think you replaced something somewhere.
Yeah, it's one of those times where you
Can't
go,
remember.
was that I was playing a turn ahead too early, or was I...
Can't believe the Cutty Sark is still there.
No one likes Sydney.
Shocking. Shocking. Just like a really old... Yeah, no, hang on. Right. Let's... yeah, let's place a ship up there. Yeah, a captain and a coal. Now the oldest ship in this area is that one. Right, so that's placing a ship. Next, do I want to do house?
What happened? Can you ride over somebody else's house?
You go next to them, and that's what I'm going to do.
And you pay them 30.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get income with that ship, which is 60, and then I am going to build a house here, and I have to pay 30 to green to do that. Have some spare change. And then I take one of these things, and I am going to pay 60 for a green thing. Right, and that's me done.
Well done. So I got round as far as there. That means next I want to do the fleet action, but I'm still concerned I did this on the last turn. I went straight for talking about this and forgot to do
You might have done.
the rest of it.
You might have done.
Mostly because I was wondering about whether I should be placing another house. In any case, I'm not going to place a ship, so I am going to take
You are
it.
going to take a contract.
So yeah, let's place a house now.
So now you spend both your contracts. Place the house.
Place a house. Where am I going to place a house? I can't place it in New York because you're there, so I have to place it somewhere.
Place it in Charlestown.
Yeah, I have to go somewhere somebody else is.
Or Zanzibar.
Yeah, I think Zanzibar makes sense because then I can do a region here as well.
So you don't get the income for the ship, but you do pay me my 30 back.
Oh yes, I don't get the income because I'm doing it this way and not that way.
Yeah.
I'll give you your 30 back. I'm going to give
It's a
you a
different
slightly
30.
different change. Now I'm going to do the fleet action.
So all of your ships everywhere.
I'm surprised nobody online has told me whether I forgot to do my action or not.
They may have done.
Yeah.
50, 90, 130, 160.
It's not bad.
160.
Not bad. Thank you very much.
Depending on the game that I'm doing, sometimes we get 50, 60 people watching, and if somebody misses something, the chat's normally very good. But we only have 20 people watching.
Trading house, well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, when you did the house. Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you, Kit.
Well, now I've got to decide what to do, haven't I?
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't have anything other than these, so I might as well get this over and done with.
You're going to pay 90 quid?
Still feels early, but
It does, but it's done then.
yeah, it's done. Right, it's done. Especially as I might want to build and buy ships.
Have 10 change.
Thanks.
Right. So you're all done. Yeah, that was the fleet action. 27 people watching. All right. Oh yeah, 27. But yeah, if we miss something, thank you, Kit, for letting us know. When I did a post on a Facebook group during the week, and I said, which of the streams this weekend are you most looking forward to? This one actually got quite a lot of people interested.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Don't think any of them was watching, but you know, there was more interest in this than I thought there would be. It was a fairly under the radar game.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
I
good.
haven't actually heard of it, so it's,
I knew it was coming from a few years. He's been working on Transatlantic 2 for about 5 years. Just various things delayed it. Paul's doing maths.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I've got no ships. All my ships have been knocked off by these pirates. These green and blue pirates.
Well, you got 3 ships.
I was all 3 ships. I'm sailing in. Thank God for Sydney. Thank God nobody wants it.
Am I here?
I
I
need
need
to
to
see
do that
that.
action next, which means
So I
I
think
need
I
to.
need to
Yes.
go-
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put my little ship 82. Yes, you can go in there. You can go in there.
Kick off the Belgian land.
That and that.
So, which is the oldest ship now? That one. Just.
Just go from here. Can you put me on house, please? Take income from the ship in port if it's ready.
Yep. So you get
30
30
quid.
quid. And then you put a house there.
Put a house there.
And which of these tokens would you like?
Arr,
Going for the big one?
90 quid, eh?
He's got it. Peter in the chat again. It seems very typical of Max games. Low rules overhead and a large decision space. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, Concordia is very similar. Navigador, similar. Short, simple actions. Right. what can I do with any of these ships? I mean, this one that you've just kicked off, I could put this back on the board.
You get rid of Cuddy Sark.
I could get rid of the Cutty Sark that's somehow still in the game.
But it's a famous ship. You've just got
The problem is that would then cut off that one.
Oh, you could do a region action in that region and
No,
Yeah,
no,
no.
I can't because where I am. I want to do the coal action next. So I think I'm just going to take a contract. Take a contract, not do this. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, do the coal action. I'm going to spend 60 quid to take another coal pier. And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coal. So one's got to go on there, there. That's the minimum. Then I think that's safe. And I've not got anything here. I think that's safe-ish. Nothing's safe. But that's me done.
okay. So I'm going to slightly work backwards again, but I think I need to do coal next as well.
Mhm.
But
Which
that's
means you need to take a
further
contract
around and spend
and
it.
then use the contract to move anywhere
Yeah.
to then be able to do the coal action.
So, but this doesn't do the action, right? This gets me just move.
It allows you to move
Yeah.
as many spaces as you want to.
Okay. So let's do that. So contract in and out. And
So you spend 60 quid for a coal pier,
60 quid for a coal pier.
and then you get 5
Yeah,
coal.
why not?
Follow rules.
Do I want to spend 50 quid for a coal, 60 quid for a coal pier? I don't have any ships that get victory points.
Yeah,
for
it is
till the
optional.
end. And it would only get me one more coal.
You don't need to get one more coal.
And so I'm currently getting 4. I've got
4 ships.
4 ships.
So it would be 1, 2, 3.
And the only other reason I might want an extra is if it's going on somewhere that's going to place that's going to do a house action.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to. So
Okay.
yeah, that's fine. Don't do the extra.
Paul?
Keep the money.
Paul's been reading the rules, so he's probably
No,
found...
that's just straight. I just find it a little bit odd that there's an option there. Take 1 coal from the common supply and place it on your ship for the cost of 1 contract.
That's there. Yeah,
Yeah.
none of us have done that, yeah?
No, I
but
didn't.
it is there as an available thing.
Didn't I do that once at the beginning, or am I misremembering? Again, may have been something I thought about and then didn't do.
Mm.
No, I want to put get more ships out. I don't think my ships are old enough.
I think this money is fake. Because they've all got the same serial number. It would have been a nice touch if every single one had a different serial number, but they all have the same serial number.
Yeah, you presumably they print out a whole sheet of these.
Yeah,
so
they
they
should
have
have
had a
done.
mixture.
66748593321. I don't know if there's any significance to that, but
Or the AZ.
Take
for
a
that matter.
contract. And I'm going to move. I'm going to move to coal, please.
I like the little quotes we've got on them.
Yeah.
Spend 60 quid
you're buying another coal pier
to get another coal pier.
and you get 5 coal. So where's that going? You're yellow. So one has to go on there,
1 on there.
there,
1 on there.
there.
And then we got the spare ones.
That doesn't
that's
take it.
Sky's
And then
done.
the spare ones.
So 1 on the A92. 1 on the 82. They're the oldest ones. They might hang around a little while longer.
Yeah, you're going to be using the thing for another blue ribbons as well, presumably.
Well,
which is going to
unless she gets gazumped by then,
Mhm.
we'll see.
well,
So I'm going to take a contract. I'm then going to spend those 2 contracts to build a house, which is going to be here. So I have to pay you another 30 quid.
lovely, thank you.
There's
Is
your,
that the same
there's
30
your
quid as
30
last
quid back. Just been passed around. But I don't do the thing with the thing and the thing. But now I'm going to choose region. And I'm going to choose this region. So I get 60 quid plus 70 quid is 130 plus 60, so it's 190. And green, you can have 30 quid.
Oh, thanks.
I get
A different 30 quid this
a
time.
different 30 quid, not my 30 quid.
Oh, I'll have that one.
So yeah, I got 190 for the region action, and I spent the coal and I did the thing, and that's me done.
Okay. I'm also going to do region action. But I've
before
got to do
that-
those things first. I'm going to get myself a contract, and tempting as it is to just replace the Cutty Sark with the Germanic, actually, but I think I won't.
Okay.
The actually it would still be the newest ship in the
Here,
Tasman.
it would.
So yeah, I guess do that. That'd be
Okay.
a laugh.
So instead of taking a contract, you replace the Cutty Sark. Finally,
Yeah.
the Cutty Sark is replaced. Have it back. Can't place
Captain
it.
and a coal.
Yeah. Right. And then you can't do
Did you
that.
lay him down?
Overhead camera, it just looks.
Oh right,
looks
okay.
good.
He goes into the, he
Goes
goes
to
into
doing it
the,
more.
he goes off the board.
You can have it back
Oh,
if you want to.
I like
There you go.
Right. You're going to lay the houses
I'm going to
down
lay
as
them all
well.
down. No, absolutely fine.
So region action. Then the question is again, which is the most efficient region
For
action?
you, this one, I think.
Yeah, because this one
Gets you
is
140.
that one's 140. This one would have been
120. Well, in fact, you've no coal, so it wouldn't get you.
oh, did I not fuel that one?
No,
I
you
thought-
just spent it when Paul did his region.
Mhm. I did the
Oh,
region.
I see.
you
Right,
spent it.
gotcha. Yes. Anyway, let's do Indian Ocean.
So that comes off, that comes off. You get 80 plus 60, so you get 140,
Lovely.
and you get 30.
Hey.
And that's the region action.
Cool.
Gareth in the chat. Hi, Gareth. He's just gone and accidentally ordered this game. Clumsy me. Where did you get it from, Gareth? What price did you pay? Because there's a lot of talk today about games being really expensive, and I'm just curious as to what the price is for this game.
So I'm going to take a contract, but I'm going to spend them both. We put a house.
House.
House. The only place I can really put a house is here, which means I've got to pay you.
Gimme.
And I'll put a red token on here.
Doesn't cost you anything. Yeah.
And then we'll move to region.
No, you're doing it as well.
Well,
We're all
seems
following
like-
each other.
Seems like a sensible thing to do.
This region
40, 70, 110,
plus 90 is 200.
Nice.
I spend that for 50,
Oh, I should be doing that too, shouldn't
and
I?
you spend that for 50 as well.
Hey.
Well, suddenly I got loads of money. I wasn't planning on having this much money. So I think still don't think I want to place a ship. How are we doing for coal? We're doing all right for coal. But no, I'm going to take a contract as my first action. I am then going to save that contract, but then I'm going to go to ships, and I'm going to spend 100 for this one, OBS. And I'm also going to spend 110 for this one.
Ooh.
And I got 110 left. So I could buy that one if I wanted to, but I don't. I'm not really going down that route. No, I'm going to save my money. So I've bought 2, but 3 flow down. So 1, 2.
So it's not just the 3 that are in these spaces.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, that's right. No, it's not 3 flow down, is it? It's they flow
You
down
make 3.
so that there's space for 3. Yeah. Okay. 38.95 from Meeple's Corner. Yeah, Meeple's Corner. Good prices. Yeah, 40 quid for a game these days is a good price.
I'm a games law man.
Right. It's probably a similar price from Games Law.
Or the shop I live behind.
Or yes, that's true. So we've done that. 3 more have come out. So we're into the 7s. We're in 1905. And that's it. That's my go done.
Okay,
Did I
so
start in the middle? I did.
I am going to take the contract this time because I'm not going to be able to place a Leander anywhere.
I've only got 2 trading houses left.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Does that do?
Well, I guess you are limited on trading houses.
I've also only got 2.
It does say 7 of each colour. So you're not going to be able to fill this up.
That's a point. Yeah. Okay.
You must, yeah. Yeah, I guess they're limited.
Well, I won't do any of this unless I suddenly find myself 20 quid short. But I am going to move up to buying ships.
Probably should say that specifically, that you have to have a trading house to do it. Trading houses, 30 quid for each house when you do the region action, 30 quid from a player that places a house in the same port, and each trading house is worth 3 points at the end of the game.
So that was 70.
Oh, there are some special things that happen at the end of the game. We'll come to that when it happens.
That's 70 for that one. I'm just going to put them here for now. I'm going to get this one as well, which is another 120. So it's 100 out.
Yeah, because we've all caught up with you. Are you going to be buying ships as well?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
No.
No, it'll be that.
And then I could afford the Kaiser Wilhelm, which is probably the best points wise for me as well.
Set is 7 points.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let's do it.
You bought 3 ships.
And I've got spare money. How about that? I bought 3 ships.
So that goes to there. Oh, that's bad. That one out. I should have bought that one. Oh no, I couldn't. So we go down. So we were into the 7s. We're still in the 7s. And we're still in the 7s. Green stripes. Yeah, things. Red star. Okay.
Okay. Contract. We on blue ribbon, please.
Price surprise.
Take that off.
You get 140
140 quid.
and you get one of these. Right, my go. I'm going to take a contract. Now then. Right, I think I'm going to do the thing. I'm doing the thing. I'm
Right.
spending a contract to put a coal on a ship. Then I'm going to choose the fleet action and I'm going to go 50, 120, 180, 210, 210 quid. There you go. Yep. You'll go.
Me. I think it's time I went for the blue ribbon run again. Which is our oldest ship here at the moment?
Oh yeah, I bought ships. I should have put a ship down.
That one.
Columbia.
Oops.
So that's how you tell. And then that moves down to 83. This one. That's you.
Thank you.
I put my cabin and my coal on it, and then
Blue ribbon.
I do blue ribbons. Yeah.
So you get 160
Yeah.
and a blue ribbon token.
Lovely.
Oh, Derek bought the upgrade. Yeah, so as well as there being a new version of the game, you could actually buy an upgrade kit for Transatlantic,
Oh right.
which they offered me, and I said no, I'd like a actual new copy of it, please. I don't know what you get that's new because these are the same. There's a lot that's the same, but I don't know what was in the upgrade kit. Your yeah.
Thank you.
Why didn't I place a ship? Place the ship. Where am I now?
Did you get a
I think I did.
contract?
Ooh. Okay. Yep. Right. Got it. I'm doing that and then doing that. Yes.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just working out what I'm going to do
Just before
on
you
my
do that.
turn.
Just before you do that.
So this campaign is really, really fast, and they're not coming out any faster apart from here.
Well, and this guy.
Oh, sorry,
22.
that's faster. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's running faster. 22.
That's how I just got my blue in.
But they've got expensive again. You guys picked up some cheap ships.
I did.
I mean, this
And
this one wasn't. This was 200, but yeah, the others were cheap. Yes.
so some. So let's pick up a contract.
Oh, I'm down to 18 people watching now. We got 25 minutes
They get
before the
ready for
football
the footy,
starts.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who can blame them?
We'll have to speed up.
Right.
They want to hear all the chatter from the football at the beginning, I guess.
So I want that. Can you move me to ships, please?
You are yellow. Ships.
So that's going to be 130. Now, is it worth putting one in? I don't know. I think it is 130. That'd be 300. Those two, 99. Yeah, let's do that.
So 170 plus 130 is 300.
300.
And then that goes to there. That goes to there. And these slide down. We'll start taking my turn.
Ooh, that we've got a red number.
We have a red number. What does a red number mean? Do not know.
You sunk my battleship.
Did. Yeah. Why is that year in red?
Is it not an end game condition or something?
No.
What is the end game condition?
That stack running out.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. If anybody knows, let us know. So I placed a ship. That was my first thing that I did.
So that's
And then I am here. So I am going to, what am I doing with this? I don't know what I'm doing with this. I think I'm saving this. I'm going 1, 2, 3 to cargo. I'm removing that to get 120.
Hmm.
And that's my go done.
I think I need coal again. The only thing that has got coal is the Germanic, which presumably means I could use it to build a port in Sydney if I was so inclined.
So if the stack of ships runs empty, you complete the round and then you play 3 more rounds.
Wow. Okay.
We're definitely going to have to speed up.
Right. Okay. Well, I can't. Now I just can't deal with the pressure. I said I was going to do coal, though, didn't I? I should also place a ship, really, since I went to the trouble of building the things. So let's go with 82, 85, 88.
Nobody's saying in the
Oh,
chat
okay.
why it's in red. Find out.
So,
Maybe it's because it's the last. Yeah, I think
oh, the last of
I think the last ones.
Gotcha.
Maybe the last chips.
Hmm.
I think
Makes
it's
sense.
I think it's headquarters after that.
Okay. I think we're going to go with the. It's actually quite an early one. Oh, this is the one you took off, wasn't it? Let's go with the Haverford in Durban, please.
You getting rid of this one? That's yours. You want
Thank
it?
you.
I'm going to spend this to
Teleport.
teleport to coal.
Okay. Would you like to buy another coal pile thing?
How many?
No, you get in
I-
4. You
I-
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships on the board.
But 2 of them already got
2 of them have
coal
got
on.
coal. So
Yeah, let's leave it.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're done?
Yeah.
Right. Place a ship. I need a ship. I'm going to place a ship in here. Because that's New York is open, right?
Mm-hmm. 1889, I believe.
And spend 2 contracts. Place a house in New York. And get a thingammy. Can't afford a coal, so it's going to have to be.
Can't buy a coal one.
No.
It's just these 3. Red,
Oh,
red, white, or green.
Green's
Worth no points to you.
Red's worth
Red worth
a couple of points.
Yeah.
Yeah, red. 30 quid.
30 quid for a couple of
30
points.
quid for a couple of points.
Bargain.
And then we'll
I've
do.
just seen some math.
Moving to cargo.
Can I retro do the buy the coal thing?
Yeah.
Thanks.
To get another
Choose
coal.
one red
Yeah.
ship.
50. No,
That
60.
one.
Yeah.
Which is 170 because he's 17,000 tons. So,
Oh, you're doing the cargo? Yeah.
yeah.
70. Nice. Okay, now I go. Do I want to place a ship? Yes. Okay, I'm going to place this here.
Oof.
Autobonia.
Yeah.
That one. So there's the coal. There's the captain. Then I'm going to go to coal myself, and I'm going to spend 90. And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coal. So 1 has to go on there, and on there, and on there, and on there. And then another one's going to go on there, and another one's going to go on there. Right, that's me done.
Okay. Oh, I'm on to place again. There haven't I? Armenian. 5. Oh. So I think I'm going to go break this monopoly over here.
Oi.
I'm having a coal.
It's back. So the oldest ship is now this one. That's my newest ship. Wow. The one you just got rid of.
Wow, yeah. So I'm still best. Oh, am I still best getting my income from over here? 40, 80,
What,
and then
from a
30
region bonus.
each. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are.
Um,
It's 140.
140, and here
120.
120. Yep. Okay, let's do that.
So region bonus, you
Yeah.
get 140,
Yeah.
and I get 50.
Okay.
Alright. Taking a contract. Not spending it. Moving to. Oh, hang on. No, that's the wrong way around. That's the wrong way around. I'm not doing that. What's going in there? Think of coal. Green.
I have the Augusta Victoria left back.
Oh.
Get captain on there.
And it is 97?
97. No,
No,
92.
92, sorry. Can't see upside down. There we go. So that was place a thing. Don't do that. Move to coal.
Going to buy a coal.
I don't think I do actually.
Okay, so you get 5 coal.
1, 2.
They're the only ships you've got, isn't
And
it?
then should
I suspect the region bonus is coming in here.
I've been forced out of everywhere else.
So replacing a ship there and replacing that one would be great.
Yeah, it would be lovely.
But I don't have a ship newer than that. So my go, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take that, which means I am going to spend. Am I? Do I want to build a house? I need 350 for the thing that I'm about to do, which I have. That leaves me with 50. So I could build a house, but I'm not sure whether I want to. So, although building a house gets me the thing, but I don't know. So I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them both. I'm going to choose the ships action. I'm going to buy that one and that one. 350.
Oof.
And that's me done. 1, 2, 350. So that comes down. That comes down. Those slide along, and we get 3 more. Any headquarters yet?
No.
Still no headquarters.
Olympic, Aquitania, and Titanic.
So there's one more of the ships. Yeah, they're all red from the 8, so that must be what the red means. Got all these ships.
Okay.
They're all useless. Well, these are.
So you got an action as
He's
well
done.
as.
I did
ship
it.
buying?
I
Oh, you
bought-
did that
I
as
bought
well.
ships.
Oh, yes, okay.
Bunch.
Getting confused between
Red
the
construction
placing
is simply a warning that the ships are running out. Yes, thought so.
Okay, so I'm going to put the Augusta Victoria back on in Auckland.
Getting rid of the Adriatic.
Yep. I'll have your coal while you're at it. Sure. You can lie them down as well if you like.
Where's this going?
And then I'm going
I
to
think it's time to put that in a museum.
do a blue riband.
And you have the fastest speed,
Yep.
so you remove that and get 160.
Oh,
And another blue ribbon. That's good.
the main goal.
That's good. We've got 14 minutes. It's not going to happen,
Okay.
is it? We're
Paul,
going to
go
miss
for
the,
it.
we're going to miss the start of the football.
Right, we will do. What are we going to do? We're going to take.
I thought we'd be done in plenty of time.
taking a
well-
contract.
First game, we're learning.
Moving to region, please. So I've got 70,
This is good.
140,
140, 190, plus 120, 310, and you get 80.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, good move. A very good move. Right. So, I can't do that. I've got coal there, there. So, I think... Who do we want to kick out?
Got more than what to do with. That's good.
I think... Yeah, I think I'm going to place the Rotterdam here. So that replaces the Germanic. It was short-lived. It's back on there. There you go. Reshape back.
Oh, the Germanic's been there a while, hasn't it?
Has
It's
it?
the Augusta
Oh, it's the
Victoria
Augusta
that
Victoria.
just came
Right.
in.
So that's come in. That's me placing a ship. I am then going to... I think I'm going to use that to put a coal on the Rotterdam. Then I'm going to move to fleet. And I'm going to take that off. So 70, 120, 170, 170, 250. 250. That's me done.
I think it's time for me to buy some ships. So I need to do all this stuff first. Again, so I'm going to take one of these, and then I'm going to remind me in a moment if I haven't done that already to do that. So I think let's just add it up as we go along, shall we? If I were to take America, which is 170, that's ship number 1. Ship number 2 would be George Washington. That's confusing. I'm confusing myself here. So that's 200 plus 20. 100 plus 20.
And a third ship.
And my third ship, I can get 190. So is there anything I can get for 190? Then do I actually want one that's more expensive than George Washington if it can do something better?
Flag-wise, both of those are worth the same points to you.
Exactly, but the did you buy something that can outpace the Kaiser Wilhelm?
No.
Do you buy something? No, you don't seem
I've
to
got
have
nothing
anything at all. But that's the only reason I can think for spending even more money is because I want to be able to go faster. And the Aquitania might outpace me. That's my gut says I should do it, so I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Um,
So you owe an extra
and
160.
160,
But you're not buying any more.
correct.
Two. So we're now into the headquarters. So that's the final ship that's come out. So these
Or maybe I should
headquarters
save
will
my
be-
money for headquarters.
Too late. Right. You're done?
So,
Oh.
so as many points as you've got types.
Yeah, which is actually not as good as a ship.
No.
Because most, they're worth 5 points each. Whereas a flag could potentially be worth 10 points.
We need to take a contract.
9 minutes left before the football starts.
Oh, hang on, I've got confused over what I've spent and what I haven't now.
Oh
I
dear.
think I'm just going to throw everything at the board. I think that's what I was meant to have done.
All right, Thor. Thor's joined us. All right, settling down. We have a cat underneath the table.
I'll try not to kick you.
Move yellow to ships. Buy something.
You're buying as well.
I have to.
Yeah. Which
Which
might do it.
Is there
Might
a
do it.
specific cat mat under the...
No. He just likes sitting on things that are rough. So I think this will trigger the end. It says continue to play the remainder of this round and then play 3 more rounds, beginning each round with the owner of the Cutty Sark, i.e. the starting player.
Which you presumably
Yeah.
still got in your hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
somewhere.
got it here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this one. For 250. Let's do.
Okay.
That one for 250. Is 500.
No, I disagree with that.
That goes to there. That goes to there. Pushing that one out.
Not the
Those two
Lusitania.
come
Oh no, I'm going to get torpedoed.
down. And then finally, these all come out. There we go. Right. So, end of the game has been triggered. We finish this round, and then we do 3 more rounds.
Okay.
So, I am placing this here. Have a ship. Have a captain. I will steal your coal. That is now the oldest ship.
Wow, that's it.
Got a captain on it. So that was that. Then this action. I don't think I'm going to do that action. But then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to cargo. I'm going to spend that coal to get 240. Okay,
Done.
you're done. Yep.
Well, it's worth me placing stuff, isn't it? I'm kind of wondering whether I want to replace my own ship, given it's the oldest one, or not. But let's let's go. Let's go back to the Pacific. That was always my stronghold, wasn't it? Hold that. So you said that money is worth stuff at the end.
So money is every £100 is a point. 3
Okay.
points for captains, 3 points for each houses, and then your flags.
Captain's on the board.
Yeah.
Okay. That's worth knowing. Thank you. This point where it's like, well, if I'm earning money now, am I going to be able to spend it in time? So
I don't know.
yeah.
Everybody who's disappearing to watch the football, thank you for watching. You can catch up later on.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's go to a coal action.
You done these two things?
Yeah.
Okay, coal action. Do you want to buy?
Oh, have I done those things? I placed
I
that.
don't know.
Again, I was not gonna worry about that. Yes, coal action, and I've got 5
coal.
coal. Is it? I've got to put it on empty ones. Is that the rule?
Yeah. First,
Yes.
until everything has 1 on it.
Yeah.
And then once everything's got 1 on it, you have to keep putting them on until everything's got 2 on it.
Okay. That's it, isn't it? And then let's go with that.
Garrett's got to go and paint the ceiling.
You may or may not find that more interesting than the football.
So, final 3 rounds. So we put 3 coal on here, and then we remove 1 coal at the start of each of your turns because you would start play.
Cool.
So we've got 3 more turns each.
3 more turns. Right then, let's do something. Lay a ship. Get rid of this one.
Ooh.
Take that one.
The Rotterdam is now the oldest.
Only near 2 years.
Yeah.
Spend 2 contracts to do a house. Be there.
Here. Gives me 30 quid.
Gives you 30 quid, which is my last 30 quid.
Okay.
So the only token I can take is a green one because it's the only one that's free.
Yep.
And then we move to, where are we? We're there. Could do that, could do that.
You're here.
Could do fleet, could do fleet. Take my, yeah, that'll do. Fleet.
Fleet.
So taking
So 70, 120, 120, 210.
do 10.
Right. Okay. So I got 2 turns left. Region for me, not really great. Can't really place a ship because that my newest ship is slightly newer than that one, but it wouldn't last very long. No, so I'm not taking a ship, so I'm taking a contract instead. I will then spend both of these. See, is that worth it? 90. Yeah, I mean, it's worth an extra 6 points. But I need to buy ships. I'll come back to that in a second. do I want to do coal action? And I've got some coal on there. Do I want to do region? I could do region. That would get me 100. No, that's a bit rubbish. I'm going to do ships. I'm going to buy that one because that's 9 points
Yeah.
for 270. So 250, 270. Then I'm thinking that one because that's 10 points for 320. Which I don't do. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm 20 short, which means I'll quickly do that to get the extra 20. I'll buy that. Which goes on there. Right, so I've done my purchases. So that goes to there. I don't know what happens with these. I'll check the rules. But if you want to start taking your turn,
Okay.
I am now skint.
So I think I'm going to replace the Kaiser Wilhelm myself with the Imperator, mostly because it's probably going to be usable somewhere else. That makes the oldest running one the 1899 Oceanic. And from there,
Doesn't say what happens about headquarters. If anybody knows, if anybody's still watching and knows, it's not clear.
80.
Devon's in the chat. Hi, Devon. Is it too weird to steal the V for Vendetta Arthurian send-off? England rebels. Possibly. More importantly, Devon, we're stuck with the rules question. And I'm not sure it's answered.
Right, I'm doing the Pacific, so Paul, you've got 50 coming in for you.
You're doing a region thing here?
Yes.
Okay, so I get 50.
And I've got 160 by my count.
The stack of ships is empty. The headquarters in the market only move to the left. Right. So yeah, they don't go into the dock. You just slide them to the left. It is in there. I just found it. Right. You all done?
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Oh, they should be there. So
On
2 turns left each.
2 turns left. I've got 2 turns left, so I need some more money. I can't do anything with this money, so I need to. Can I get that? Maybe. Okay, I'll take a contract, put it back so I can go anywhere, and I'm going to go to region. I'm going to get 120 quid from this. And that's it.
From here.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
can't do ships, but I can do that.
And Fraser gets 120 as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Brilliant. 120 for income. That's not good income. Have some money.
It's a good ship.
Um.
Although I now don't have the coal to do
Right.
what I wanted to do.
So where have I got coal? There. So that's no use. That's no use. House. I can do house. Just. Yes. So I'm going to take this. I'm not going to use them just yet. I don't think. Oh, I don't know. No, I'm not going to use them just yet. I'm going to go to house. No, hang on a minute. I've got the Aquitania. It's like 1914. That's surely not going to be replaced, is it?
Correct.
So I'm going to knock that off.
What about the coal worker?
Which goes on there. That goes on there. That goes on there. That goes on there. You have that back.
Thank you.
That's my first thing. My second thing
Good aluminium.
is to go around to house, spend that coal to get 80, and then pay 30 of that to you to build a house here to buy that for 90. That's me done. Your penultimate turn, sir.
Yeah, it's getting a bit fiddly. I think I'm inclined to go with. Well, the real question is, do I want to get more captains out and I want to get more houses out, right? And that's
They're worth 3 points each.
so. I think I might just about be able to sneak back on with one of these two somewhere, but not necessarily wanting to displace myself again. So that's feasible with the. I could remove the Canada by 1 year. But you could be putting Olympic on for that matter.
Yeah. We'll be done in like 5-10 minutes. So if you can get food ready for 5-10 minutes and the football ready, and if you can you phone them up? If you can call FIFA and just tell them to hang fire, even though it's already started, tell them to stop playing and just wait 10 minutes. If you could do that, thank you very much. It's worth a try. I mean, I don't ask very much of her.
No.
To be fair.
I'm going to try this just for the hell.
And the oldest ship is now the America.
Yeah.
1896.
I'm going to spend my. Oh, am I though? No, I'm not, because then it will do something clever, I think.
We are going to finish the game. And then we are going to chat just for a few minutes about what we thought about it before we disappear downstairs for pizza and football.
It's got to be fleet action at this point, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
40.
Yeah.
80.
Yeah.
160. 230.
Yeah. I got it burnt that one. Did I burn it? Never mind.
230.
230. Okay.
Right, Paul. Last action of the game.
Take a contract.
Yeah.
Move to ships. Buy this thing.
What are you going to do with the contract?
Oh, I might as well take 20 quid. I
Take
guess.
20 quid. Yeah.
Take 20 quid.
Move to ships.
Give the contract back.
You're buying that one.
Buying this one here for 280.
Anything else?
I don't think I can afford anything else.
Okay.
Unless you got something for 100 quid.
Oh, I mean, I've got a tenner. So I will be placing the Olympic on the board. And I want to place it somewhere where I'm not then going to get knocked out again straight away. So I'll put it there. Which goes on there. You can have that back and that back. That comes with the coal and the captain. And I then move to cargo and I use that coal to get £460. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, aka 4 points. That's what the big ships are for at the end, is for the cargo, which didn't look that valuable at the start of the game. Oh, I've also got that. I'll dish that in for another 20.
The cargo gets you money rather than victory
Yeah,
points.
well, yeah, it gets you money,
Yeah.
and £460 is 4 points.
That's a fair point.
It's a
okay.
huge amount more than the income.
Yes, okay.
Whereas earlier on, the cargo wasn't. The cargo
Yeah.
started out at roughly the same amount.
Yes, so yeah, I gotcha. Right, so I think where I am, so I could buy 2 of these, which is effectively 4 victory points.
You've
for
only
me,
got
right?
2 flags. So
Yes, well that's
each
what I
of
mean.
those. Oh, so yeah,
Yeah,
2
so-
multicoloured flags is 4 points,
yes,
but you'd be spending 5 points to do so.
yes. Whereas I could
that's
hold
not-
on to the money and
Yeah.
I could get another one of these, get my last 2
Yeah.
of these out. I'd only spend 60 quid.
Well, one of them.
No, then the other one I do on.
Oh, and then do the house action. Yeah, that works.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. Does it matter where I go? I guess it depends who I think's winning, really, doesn't it? Let's go with. Well, let's go with 1 each of you, I guess. Yeah, let's go with And I've got to have ships there.
You've got to have a
right?
ship there.
Oh, and it's
and-
got to have fuel
and for
in it.
that, it has to have fuel on it.
Okay, well that's easy enough. That one.
So that's for the house action.
That's the house
which
action.
gets you £40,
Okay.
and then the other one can
And I give
only
you
go.
30. No, him 30.
And you
Yeah.
give him 30. And the only other one,
Yeah.
well, you're already there.
point,
You're
yeah.
already there. You're already there. So it's got to be there, which is
Yeah.
both of us 30.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, well, never mind.
But it's still a benefit. It's still
Yes.
it's still points. So that was the free one.
Yeah.
That was the other one. But you do get 2 more tokens.
I'm not sure that's of any use to me, all things considered.
No, it's not.
So let's not bother.
I think you might have to. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know.
This is the last turn, right?
It's the last turn.
Yeah.
So we don't know. Right.
Okay.
I think you do, but let's do the scoring. Right. So score your points in 4 steps.
30 to yellow should come from green, not the general supply. Did I do that? No, because I drew 40 from I took
Yeah. We
40
did it right.
and I gave him 30
Yeah.
just directly from the supply
Yeah.
rather than.
We did
and
it
only
right.
kept 10 myself.
We did it right. So take your thing from your thing.
Take your chappy.
Coal and contracts are turned into cash. So all the coal that you have on your ships
Yeah, burnt all that
and
down.
your remaining contracts are worth 20.
Okay.
I got 20 quid. Hey. Right, that's step 1 done. Step 2. Every £100 is a point.
Ooh, there's a 90. I've got £90 here. That's great.
Well, I've got 1 point from that.
4 points here. I guess are we
5.
putting our meeples on the
Yeah.
ship track now?
So I got 5. Captains at sea and trade houses. 3 points for every captain at sea and for each trade house on the game board.
How many
12?
houses did we start with then?
7.
Oh, we start with 7.
Have I got that right? So that must mean that there's
So you got 36. So you're on 37 points. 1, 2, 3, 4,
So 7 plus 2 captains
5,
is 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
27. Plus
Oh, sorry,
5.
27. I can't add up. I was timesing by 4.
so I've got
Was mine right?
I've got lost
1,
count
2,
again.
3, 4,
You got 7
4,
houses out.
5, 6, 7,
Plus
8,
captains.
9, 10, 11,
Well,
33, plus the 5 that I had, 38. Yeah.
12 threes.
36.
Plus 4. It's
40.
Right.
Bingo.
Next, flags.
Flags.
So I'll do mine first.
Mhm.
All of those flags for me are worth. Well, in fact, we'll all do it together. So everybody score their blue-white flags.
Times the
So,
Blue
yeah, I got
flags?
the first flag. So I've got
Yeah.
5.
I've got
50.
50.
I have no blue flags in the end.
Oh, right.
First
Next, black flags. My black flags are worth 10 each, and I've got 4 of them, so I get 40. So from 43 to 83.
0.
27 plus 28 is
55.
55, there you go.
I guess. Is it?
It's near enough. Next one.
Yeah, I think it
Yes.
is. Green flags,
None.
None.
70. So 83 to 153. All right. 83 plus 70,
We need little dobbers to say how many laps you've done.
153. I'll lie it down.
Down.
Or put another dobber on it.
Oh, that'll do it.
Right. White flags,
70. So 125.
125. Put another dobber on it. White flags, nope.
No.
And then red flags, none for me. 50 for
3
Fraser.
times 7 is
Yeah.
14.
40.
1, 2, 3, 4. And 20 is 28, 29, 40, 49.
Hang on, how are you getting 7? Oh, never mind, I'm getting confused now.
You're 14 points.
What did I say?
Where were you?
I probably said 3 times 21.
It's those two.
It's those 2 times 7, 14.
14.
Where was I? Here.
We need a recount. So before that last scoring, you were there.
I was here.
You were on 128.
Excellent. I'm adding 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. which is 32, plus 10 is...
142.
There we go. Got
There we
that.
go. So pretty close.
Is that it? Is that the end?
That's it.
My
Oh no,
God.
multicolour flags.
Oh, my God, Alex.
My multicolour flag is worth 3 points.
Mine is worth 3 points.
I didn't have the double there. Mine's 2. Right?
Oh, so that didn't make much difference then in the end. Okay, so the winning score 156, second place 145, 142. Right, quick initial thoughts. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I definitely enjoyed it.
I remember not enjoying Transatlantic, but that was mainly because graphic design, rulebook, and it just the downside of this is it went on 2.5 hours, and it did feel a bit repetitive.
I think as because the price of the ships went up, it didn't escalate.
Yeah,
we got more income, but we also were having to find
fork
just as
out
many
more
ships. Yeah.
So, I mean, playtime in games has come down, and the curve of a game in terms of what you can do tends to go up.
yeah.
But as you say, although it felt like we were getting more, because you do more coal, you do the coal action, you get more coal, you do the region action and the fleet action, you get more money, but then you can still only buy 2 ships.
Yeah.
So the whole game, I mean, I enjoyed it, but it did feel like we were just sort of doing the same things over and over again. And for a 2.5 hour game, bearing in mind it was our first game, it'd be 2.25 if we played again. That's the downside of it. The upside of it for me is the last few games I've played have all been go places, get resources, spend resources to fulfill contracts, to get points, to convert this into that, to do... This wasn't that. This was different than that. And I'm glad about that.
It also doesn't quite have that traditional mechanism of at the beginning of the game you get lots of money, the end of the game you get lots of points. It's kind of the same all the way through, and as you say, that can be a negative. But
Yes.
it's also not that as well. It's also
None of us
doing
went for the
things.
HQs at the end.
No, because none of us had
It
a
wasn't-
good spread.
It wasn't worth it in terms of the flags. Paul, thoughts?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of luck in it as to where the ships come.
You think?
Yeah,
Because they are seeded.
They are, but I was noticing a couple of times where there were some very cheap ships coming to the end.
But they're not good ships.
Yeah, but they're flags,
They're flags.
and a flag is
Flag can be
flag
10
can be
points.
10 points. So there's,
Yeah.
you know, and if you get some good ships at the right time, and also obviously I can see that I need more ships out. Look at that, that's crazy.
What did you have in the end?
I had 1 ship, 2 ships. I had
Two
two ships sailing
ships.
into the ocean at the end of the game. Need more ships. So
Yeah, I mean, I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 ships out. You got 2. So that's a 9-point difference there. I mean, that's
that's huge. So,
But I noticed near the end you weren't buying ships. Whereas the last couple of turns, we were putting newer ships on the board.
Yeah.
you put newer ships on board.
And that was 3
But
points
also
each.
when you have when you have more ships on the board, you can put more coal on them. You can earn more from region,
Yeah.
and then from region you get more ships, and there's your engines. So
Yeah.
it's getting the ships out and keeping them out.
Mechanically,
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's
mechanically I liked it.
clicks
I
well.
just felt it, for what you're doing and the repetition, it might be nicer as a 90-minute game.
It probably would be when you go
And
back.
you think?
I think you once you go what you're doing and what you're aiming
Possibly, yeah. Because if we played it again, we'd be bang, 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 but we'd be doing what we did at the end.
Because when you
I
play
mean, I'm always
Concordia,
early
slow
on.
anyway. So
You weren't that slow in this one,
No.
I don't think.
when you play Concordia now, you'll probably do Concordia in
Yeah.
that time, won't you? So once you get to know this,
So overall positive. Rulebook was okay, mostly.
Yeah.
straightforward game. Isn't it?
Graphic design seemed quite clear. I don't remember having the issues that I had in the previous one. I've also just noticed the HQs, we might have been playing them wrong. Not that anybody bought one.
they've got little things in the
They've
corner.
got little things in the corner. So I think they count as one counter of that type. I just want to check that. For anybody watching, headquarters. Where is it? If anybody knows how the headquarters work, let me know. I'm trying to find it.
Then you've already maxed your greens, so why would you want another
Yeah.
green?
Well, it might count as. Oh yeah.
It won't-
For
there's
me,
no more numbers going down it.
no, it wouldn't. So headquarters. I'm trying to find where it says place the matching, that's refilling. If you bought a headquarter, place it in your personal supply. Place the multicolored flag next to your player board. Additionally, take the trade token that is depicted from the common supply and place it without the usual additional costs.
Okay.
So yeah, we didn't do that at the end, but for example, if you'd have bought that one, it would have cost you 260.
Yeah.
You'd have got the flag, which would have only got you 2 points, but you would have taken a coal and placed it for free. Oh, actually, which wouldn't have got you any extra points.
Yeah. But if you're playing that mode of game where you're equally spread, it makes more sense.
Or leave one space at the end.
Yeah.
And then the end of the game, because there's one of those for each, buy the headquarters, get the flag, and suddenly you get a free thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is a bonus. There is a bonus on them. We're all done.
Cool.
Let's head downstairs, get food, and watch the
Pack this
bubble.
away.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll do this later. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. Just before we disappear, thank you to you for joining me. Patreon.com/gaming rules. All of the videos today, none of them have been sponsored, so I've been producing this content today thanks to the support of the Patreon campaign. And also, don't forget, Mike over at Ready Steady Play is still streaming. He's got another 5 hours left. He's doing a 24-hour charity stream over on his YouTube channel, Ready Steady Play. He's raising money for charity. If you are in a position to be able to donate, I've put the link in the chat right now. Please head on over to his donation page and try and help him reach his target. I'll be joining him in a few hours' time, and I'll be donating all of last month's advertising revenue to the charity as well. So that's it. We're all done. Thank you to everybody for watching. We'll see you later on. Bye-bye.